What's up, guys? Hello, how you doing? Making sure everything is on. Looks like that's connected. What's up, anyone there? Yeah, what's up? It does look like the stream elements should be working this time. It wasn't working the other day, and out of nowhere it started working, so that was good. Actually, I can test it real quick here. Let's make sure this was working. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning or afternoon. All right, yep. So I can see the chat. So the little chat's up. We're running tier 15 run for whatever, just because it's going. Let's see. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab something. All right, so we're back. Let's go ahead and start setting up to do. Let me jump out of this tier 15 for no reason. We're just running surrender. You got the ticket. Let me turn off the toggles. They were just on for the visuals for fun earlier, but in this tournament, let's not do those, just in case. And also pause, or cinematic, I mean. What was... I remember the conditions weren't bad, but let me check over... What up? Me, Willin? Or Lynn, or I'm not sure what you go by, but welcome. Welcome back. Hopefully we'll do a decent placement. Oh yeah, look, it went down some because the battle reduction lab. I haven't actually paid too much attention to what that did. That's it. That's it. I forgot we're in champs. So we got just armored enemies. Enemy attack speed, enemy speed, whatever. Even protectors all. Death defy. This is gonna be. It's just armored enemies. So like, I guess that's on what the elites and the bosses will have a little armor. Let's see. We want to do. What do I want? Attack, ally, scout. Chomp Chomp, what's up? Welcome. How you doing? Have you done your run yet? Also, me, Willin, or I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but if you done your run yet? We're going to pick up a tournament. Okay, so we swapped that. What else do we need to do? We need to switch to cards. 17-10 waves and champs. I think you posted a screenshot, I think, now that you're mentioning that. I wonder how far we're going to get today with just armored. How far should we intra sprint is what I need to decide. I'm not going to need package chance. I don't technically need cat. Well, I mean, I guess the faster I put in the wave skips early while they're available, I might as well put that on. And the death ray too, we'll take that off. So same thing, we'll... that way I can at least maybe click on the free ups and the mini cache on the other one. Or the wave skips, level skips. Nothing else important. Make sure I didn't take anything else off. That's without Flamebot. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't want to take off Flamebot yet. I'm still too scared. I like it. I'm sure it's helping. The coins would be nice to boost back up though, but that's okay. I think I'm making more coins than I know what to do with at the moment. All right, so we're gonna go with those, and then we'll swap those in for orb probably, and skip or death ray or something. I don't know. Energy shields maybe we'll pull through. Let's see, anything I can rush near the end? No, nothing that'll help. I'm not spending 400 gems. All right, so let's swap up. Perfect. You did mine. Not what you were expecting. What? Are you in champions right now, or in legends? Let's put my mic back a little bit so I hopefully don't blow up too much. Okay. What was I doing here? We got to get this equipment on correctly. If you get to 1700, I bet I can. I mean, yeah. I mean, we'll at least probably get 15-ish. So I bet I can wave skip to maybe 700 and be comfortable. I don't know. We'll decide that while we're running, and then panic at the last second and pull the trigger. And we'll go with Pulsar Harvester. The coins don't matter, but we may have... or the level doesn't matter, but we may have enough coin to max out everything anyway. 193 there, 193 there. Oh, we can go 194. Nice. Oh yeah, I gotta put the Dimension Core on. Assist. 0.15 isn't gonna make a huge difference. Okay. 71. I wonder if that's enough. Restore. There was one guy that can leave me out of the keys, but I'm not sure why he is at 30 waves only. Yeah, those guys always surprise. Like, if he's only at 30 and he's someone that can get up that high, he had to have had to gone. Maybe he's in intro sprint and he got 2 or 3 clicks before he backed out and canceled. It's possible. Oh, can't level that anymore. But yeah, I always like wonder when it's weirder when they get to like a reasonable number, like maybe halfway there, and then stop, and you're like, "What did you do? Did you just like decide to not, you had to take a break, and then you're not going to farm for the next 6 hours, or did you cancel and quit really after like 400 waves, and then you're going to come back later?" Because it's always. Let's see if we can merge. Yes, we can get one more, and we'll shatter it. Oh, it's a generator anyway. Who cares? Okay. Let's move Shockwave. There's no reason to not have Shockwave up. Range. We'll leave range where it's at. I don't want to make sure we cover good. We could probably do a little bit more. I just want to see real quick. You will get 2K waves, 1600 waves to promote in your bracket. 2, I mean, maybe. My best run is 20. Yeah, that looks good. That covers everything. My last, or my PB is like 20 waves, and that was without armored though, so we'll see. There's no ults though that are gonna mess with me, so that's good. Alright, we got everything set up, I think. How I wish I had an Ancestral OA. Only one left Ancestral. Yeah, good luck. I got mine out of nowhere right before I needed it, so as an assist. 28 Q left and everything's leveled, so maybe. No, I want to save it because this is going to be expensive for the next reduction lab. It's like 80, not reduction lab, Echo, and it's coming up. Yeah, I'm not even going to get to it though. Ugh. Well, we have too much coin and mods right now anyway. There's going to be like 80 Q for the next level of this utility, so we'll have to do something else in the meantime. Alright, let's get at it. AK Games, what's up? Welcome. Oh, and then also, I didn't say welcome to Primc is okay. Primc is awesome. But yeah, Primc is okay. How you doing? Welcome. And then AK Games, welcome. Have you done your run yet? Just making sure it did everything, right? We don't need to do anything else. I always second guess checklists in my mind. Whoops. Okay. So we're gonna need Chain Lightning off. We still got that off. Let's speed this up. Let's move to... Oh, there's nothing. Yeah, we'll just leave target priority where it's at because there's nothing. We'll put elites first. We'll put boss. Yeah, we got Dimension Core on assist. We'll put bosses first. All right, so let's do... I don't know. We're going to get pretty high, so let's do like 800. I'm going to go to 800, and then we'll drop out. Just for the death wave hit points, because we're not going to max it while we're in intro sprint. We started the game almost the same time, October 6, 2024, but you have twice the lifetime coins as you. Yeah, I heavily went on economy. People that started around me, there's a few others that I've seen that are doing much better in tournaments than I am right now, but with less coin too. So I heavy went into economy first. Like my first labs, like I maxed my Golden Towers bonus, for example, was maxed within it was like May or April of last year. So it was within 9 months. As soon as I got Golden Tower, I basically just labbed that until it was done. But I just heavy went into economy, which kind of put back my tournament performance a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not stressing the details. We got a lot of money to play with now. The gold is, or the coin is coming in. Yeah, the guy that has potential to beat me, at least from looking at max tier and waves. That guy has potential. We're pretty close, so nothing's certain. Oh, the guy with 30 waves. Yeah, and you never know with battle conditions. And right now, you're talking Legends. You mentioned keys, right? Yeah, so Legends battle conditions are crazy right now, if I remember. Like we got easy ones in Champions. Let me go look. Yeah, Legends got the Thorns Resist, which, I mean, I'm EHP, so Thorns Resist with the basic ultimate, no good. That's about the... Plasma Cannon Resistance doesn't help either. That leaves a big chunk of their life for my Thorns to have to deal with, and then they get Thorns Resistance. So yeah, those aren't a good combo for me. Sometimes shift your metals to Flamebot, and that's why you're lagging coins. Yeah, I did that once so far, and I only shifted my medals halfway to Flamebot. I left my bonus at 6. Oops, wrong one. Where's the bot? Yeah, I left the bonus at 6 time, and the cooldown in sync basically, and we maxed the range. Well, max for until they did that patch a while ago. I haven't put any more back into it since they upped the maximum. Continuing to try to get the damage reduction up. So right now I have a weak flame bot and like a mid G bot. Oh yeah, my coffee. I got my coffee going. Because we might be a long one depending on if Chomp Chomp's right. Which, you know, I hope Chomp Chomp's right. That'd be nice. I mean, first or second is all. I mean, if I get third's just a bummer. As long as we promote, I'd hate. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna look at the bracket yet, as we're intro sprinting right now. But I'd hate to get with a bunch of other like badasses that dropped out last tournament. It's rough these days in Champions Tops. You never know. Because the way Legends brackets are, sometimes you see people falling with crazy amount of waves. Deathify down sucks for you. Oh yeah, so if you're that one, yeah, I don't even pay attention to the Deathify. I mean, if it goes off, it's cool, but being at EHP, that's just a backup, not a reliance. I think I have a Deathify stat on my sub, or on my mod. I used to, anyway. I need to re-roll these things. No, I need to get wall rebuild fixed and get that Ancestral one day. I was waiting to 201, so that I can put, 3 stats at the same time and roll them all. Instead of wasting, 1k reroll shards per click with only 2 slots when I'm about to unlock a third free slot here soon. Although Envy did point out to me, if I pick up multiplier efficiency on the assists, that I'm going to be de-leveling them some, so I may not always be using the 201 sub. So I was like, oh no. You're right, because I seen like the calculator. He sent me a calculator to play with, and you can see that if you get that efficiency up to like 10%, you get a better multiplier if you split them even more evenly. Anyway, with only the 1%, I get the best efficiency by just maxing the primary and then putting anything left over in the assist. One day we'll put some coins into that, or sorry, stones into that. Oh yeah, I need to level my attack. Master of CW, what's up? You got 1067 waves earlier today, and you're not going to be in top 15 in your bracket. Oh no, is that champions, or are you in legends? I know I've seen you here before, but I can't keep track of everybody where they've mentioned. I'm sorry. I have a bad enough remembering people's names I meet. I went to the doctor the other day, like 2 days ago, to get some blood work done, and I walk in and she's just like, you can go ahead and sit down. I'll let her know you're here. And I was like, okay. Like the lady just remembered me. I hadn't been there in a year. I'm like, how do you do that? I guess she has a schedule who's coming today, and then probably can jog her memory. Or she's like, he's going to be walking in at this much time, within the next 10 minutes. And then since I walked in, she knew. I don't know. Either way, I was like, I don't remember your name. I don't know how you remembered mine. 560. We're gonna have to drop out here soon-ish because we want to get. Yeah, look, 174. Pathetic. Alright, so we're maxed attack skips. Let's get the health going. I know it's dropping, but there's more of those you can get in earlier, the better. Because that's all you're going to get. Once it drops, they're done. Good luck on the first run. First place all the way. Haha. 11:20. I got to go to sleep. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Primsy. I hope I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Take it easy. New Paradise, what's up? Welcome back, bro. How you doing? Have you done your run yet? Legends is looking brutal. The what's the word I'm looking for? The stuff. The battle conditions, they're looking brutal. Oh yeah, look guys. Got a little bit of battle condition missing there. Look at that. Blocked the 67 hits. Nice. Got a few extra hits. We'll probably max this out safely, but I still want to drop out to be safe. Or, because I'm nervous. I don't want to miss. Alright, that's good enough. And then that's done. Everything's done. We'll swap out the... Yeah, and champs. Okay, yeah. No, 1067 has been... I know, champs, I was... That's like right in the middle, the last few champ brackets I've been in. And then we'll leave wave skip off for a minute. We'll put on death ray. Actually, we'll just leave those off for a minute because we're going to want to still... I always play cautiously even if I'm in champion bracket. I was like, I want to build a death wave. Make sure we do. Build the death wave. Sleek, what's up? The one and only is here. Welcome back, bro. How you doing? And then Hexen Priest, what's up, bro? Welcome to shout out Hexen Priest. Thanks for joining me. How you guys doing? Have you run your brackets yet? It's that time of the day. Here, let's jump out. We're jumping out right there. Now what we need to do is keep an eye on when this maxes, which I'm pretty good about doing that, but we need to make sure when this maxes so that I can know when I should drop out next time. Because if that maxes at like 1200 and we do like chomp chomp things and we go to like 2k, that would be a bummer. Because I was like, man, we could have just dropped out at like 1300. But it's okay. As long as I got y'all with me, it'll keep us, well, keep me entertained anyway. Hopefully you guys too. Hopefully you're entertained. Yeah, I believe it should be going back to Legend League, even though I thought I was going to do better because it looked like a very easy bracket. Doing one more run now. Oh, you're in champs at the moment? Oh no. Actually, this is easy. These are easy, well, depending on your build. These should be easy. I know some, I've seen a lot of, talk, people don't like Protectors Ultimate. But, cheers to Permanent Black Hole EHP guys. We don't worry about them. As long as there's no other, fast ultimate thrown in that they're protecting. Currently sitting at 16th in Legends, was 13 for a few hours. Thought you had keys. Oh no. $200 Q for, yeah, 228 for your next. Yeah, oh no. I'm not... This next 81 might be it for the minute until I start really pulling in coin, because that's... But these echoes are huge. You were right. Shout out to Sleek, everyone. He's the one I saw, in one of his videos, he was like, these utility echoes are massive coin increases, and he's right. Every time I hit a new coin, or new level on that, It's a huge boost. I'm also running my coin card at the same time, so that's also helping. It's almost... I only got 2 more levels left of that. Oh, and then Magic Chris, what's up? Welcome. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing good. I need to catch up with chat. I also mentioned Sexton Priest said 7 hours finish your farm run. Oh, so you're going to do it later. Yeah, I finished a farm run this morning and then restarted just a quick one. We canceled it when the stream started, but we had to get the tournament going. We'll come back to that later. Glad because you need to prove the suit I'll use tomorrow in a wedding. Oh, you're the best man. Hey, have fun. Weddings are cool, although I've only been to a couple. I've had a few invites that I just couldn't get to because the economics at the time just weren't right. They were like destination weddings, and I was like, yeah, can't get there. Sorry. Have fun, guys. Run is done. 17 plus. So you're in Legends. 460 waves. 22nd at the moment. 13 to 15 is 1,200. 1,000 waves for 15th place. Isn't that crazy? Well, 1,200 waves for 15th place. Things change all the time. I don't know if you guys saw my last video where I was looking at my history going like, oh my goodness. I was like crying about my performance with the falling. Like earlier this year we were doing good. That patch came in January that kind of wiped out everyone, you know, and lowered all the waves. Like we were hitting I was hitting like 120 and 140s in Legends, and we were staying in the bracket because everyone got hit. But when that happened, like it didn't hit me as hard, I guess. I mean, my waves went down, but we did good for January, February, most of March. I mean, there was a couple slips to let champions, but mostly Legends the whole time. And then V28 and Dissonance runs came out, and getting killed. Like I mentioned, I think it's the people are getting them all finished and buffed up with their ultimate weapon and damage, and attack builds get a little bit better boost from those. We get just hit points, which is cool, but region's more important. Man, if it was region instead of hit points, or gave like a little extra region with it, that'd be awesome. Econ is king, not gonna lie. Or NTL. Well, I'm gonna say not gonna lie, because it is king. I'm not sure what NTL meant. Econ is king till you can run masteries without stopping. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm a little beyond that at the moment. So that's why I was like, I have a little more money than I know what to do with. But that's not true with the utility dissonance run. I mean, lab. That thing is expensive, so I definitely know what I can do with the coin. But I'm making way more unneeded for masteries. I could start dumping it into my enhancements, which is what I thought about doing. But that's why I was looking at it right before we started this build. I was thinking about dumping into the enhancements plus, or is it just enhancements, whatever, workshop plus. But then I remembered about the ADQ that it's going to cost to get the next utility lab. And plus I'm doing the battle condition lab right now, and I looked at the pricing of that one. It looks like it's going to start getting crazy around like level, I don't remember the level number, but it was like 10%, around the 10% mark, halfway there. And I was like, that sounds like a good number. So I think I'm going to run this till about 10%. And after that, I think it's where the price starts getting crazy. And then we might wait on that. But a 10% adjustment to these battle conditions sounds pretty sick for farming as well. Berto, what's up? Welcome. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. We don't have anything else to buy, right? Yeah, we good. We good. I think tomorrow I get to see 1Q lifetime coin. Nice. I'm fast approaching too. 600? Yeah, we just broke 600. Woo! So what, a couple weeks? Because I can get just under. If I got serious and I didn't mess around, like I only did one run of a tournament, and then I made sure to keep an eye on the restarting, then I could probably get 100 Q a week. But I I mess around too much, and then sometimes don't restart the next run too fast, or I just don't time it right, and it'll end at the wrong time in the middle of the night. Lately, like about a week ago, I was doing pretty good. Week and a half ago, I was doing pretty good. I was starting them, and ending them. They were ending right before bed. It was perfect, and I could start an 8-hour tier 14 run. But then, kind of fell out of that and fell behind. 3.1, yeah. So, what's the math on that? We were at 2. Oh, I wish I remembered the number when we were at 750. Oh well. Grat Sleek, yeah, Grat Sleek. And then you're chilling. Good. Have you done your run yet, Berto? We're out of key range. Oh no. That sucks. You got hours to go if you have time, but it just depends. And also how close. What I usually, like if I get, well, I don't do keys anymore, I haven't been into Legends as much anymore, but what I was doing when I was close to staying and I'd get changed, I wait until the end of the day, or closer to it, so everyone else kind of does their thing. And I'm like, okay, now I know how many waves I'll need when I rerun, if it's even worth it. Because sometimes if they pass me too far, I'm like, yep, not going to get that many waves to stay in. I'm just going to let it go. But if it's close, we'll try again. A little mad, like 3 weeks ago, I was so close. Like 4 waves away from that guy. And I just couldn't figure it out. Your overnight run ended a moment ago. All right, well, good luck. The Legends battle conditions are looking crazy. Because you're in Legends, right? This one? I'm not sure where you... AK Gaming, new subscriber. Hey, what up? Thank you. And yeah, that's the first time that worked. I might move it a little bit. I'll kind of make it line up with the chat, maybe. You know, that only pops up, for the reference, that only pop up if you have your things public, like us. Most of us, a lot of us do, but not everyone. I've had someone message me, go, I subscribed to you in your stream, and I didn't see the thing that you mentioned once, because I set that up last year. I'm like, yeah, you gotta have your things where it's not hidden. But that's cool. Thank you. That's Gallant. How loud was it? Oh, I got it. That's what I gotta. Yeah, see, it's never. I need to figure. There's a way to change the volume. Was it loud? Let me know. I'm not even 100% sure. What? I think it was like a. It does like a or something, right? Like a survival horror. Yeah, something like that. It wasn't supposed to scare you. It has a volume in Stream Elements, but I don't know what it's hard to tell. You can't test that kind of thing. In fact, when you're in Stream Elements and you're messing with it, you can't test things unless the stream is live. You can do a couple like emulate things, but you can't do it through like on a private stream. It has to be public. I meant to say, sorry. You couldn't set like a private stream so that you can go and like watch it on like another computer or something and kind of test how your things are working. No, yeah, it has to be a public stream. So I was thinking about I was gonna do a test stream earlier to get my chat working again, like, but it just started working. So I was like, oh, well, never mind. No stream needed. Because I don't know what happened a few weeks ago. Whatever that is, the Stream Element chat overlay stopped working. Mike, welcome back. How you doing? Hello, hello. Oh, and then Mila Willen says it's not worth the time to run again. It's fine. Yeah. Depends where you're placed, how far, if it's even going to get a new, if it has new currency, because, you know, there's different breakpoints for the stones. And if you're not going to... It's nice, though. I just wasn't expecting it. Yeah, I don't know, I was trying to be fancy-ish. I made things, too, for, like, little counters and stuff for the corner. I just couldn't get them to my liking, so I kind of turned them off. Here, I'm going to flash it up right now. Look, I can just toggle it. But, oh, no. Never mind. No, I can't. I forgot I removed it. Never mind. Take that back. But, yeah, I just couldn't get them to set up the way I liked it. So... Plus, it only kept track of the people that recently added it that were public, so... But it was like a subscriber count with recent people. You know, like the ones you see on the other people's streams. Let's see where we're at health-wise. 397. So almost 4. So I'm making note 4. Yeah, we just went over 4 at like 860. Where's my notepad? I got a notepad this time. I specifically was like, yeah, I can make notes of things so I can remember it later, and I haven't been using it. That way we can know what we need to do on future runs. If future runs are even needed. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at... Oop, I'm sitting too close. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket. Alright, so it looks like I was the only one who intro sprinted. Well, it looks like they might have too, but they jumped out early as well. I just jumped out later, maybe. Alright, so we'll beat that guy. Sorry, bro. 1948-23. He's iffy. Because I haven't gone back to 19, though, to see what we can do. But, man, there's one guy that might get first or second with me. Ooh, another one. And he's been 15 and high. Oh, no, he might get first. It really depends on what their build is, though. But these are kind of soft. I think there's going to be soft for everybody. But that's already looking like we got 2 other pretty good guys in my bracket. Alright, we don't have to worry about him. We probably don't have to worry about him. There's actually not that many former... I mean, I'm saying that kind of early, but usually there's a lot more former legends in the bracket the last few times I've been down here. So it looks like so far only one of them, only the one or two are looking like super risky. Shout out if you see yourself or you're anybody. Well, no, anyone would have said if they're in the bracket with me, but if you've seen someone you know or are guilty. Dang, you got a good bracket. My champ's first place was 17 waves deep. Well, we don't know yet. We just started, so. But it does look like it will be pretty decent. I should at least be top 3. Hopefully second. Did you try tier 19 again? No, I haven't been back since I did it the first time. So that's why it's like, I can't really... Same with that. That's why you can't really gauge where 100% people are going to be based on their tier or wave rankings, because rankings are so crazy, right? Like I was a pretty soft bracket that one time, and I got 18th. Most of the time that I was sticking in was like 23rd to 20th. I didn't get down in the teens only that one time. So that's kind of misleading looking. And then you never know if they never went back either. So no, I only once I got the assist modules, I haven't been back to try it again. And I think that was in February, the end of February. So it's been a minute. I probably could do a little better. But 19 is pretty brutal, to be fair. I just saw that I'm in your bracket. What up, Chris? You're in my bracket? Shout out to Chris. Are you Chris? Yo, what up? So you're my competition? That's awesome. Unless you're somebody else in here. Yeah, because you were the other one on work. You and who's the other guy we got to worry about? Me, you, and what was it? Dragmar? Yeah. So me, you, and Dragmar. Well, if that's you, I'm assuming that you're Chris. But yeah, we got us 3 are in the top 3, probably, based on all of that. Nice. That's funny. Whoa, a little bit of lag spike there. Whoa. That's funny, we're running at the same time too, so you're gonna get to see... You're gonna get some insider info on what I'm doing and know what you can change now as you get closer. I know it doesn't look like you're intro sprinting though, right? So... I'll finish first. How much defense? 80? Yeah, 80.3. I need to get back on that lab. In fact, when that oh yeah, we did turn it off. When the utility finishes here, I don't have enough for the next level. We'll throw defense back on. Yeah, we'll put defense back in. Because that's 35, almost. I gotta get that maxed. No chance of you winning. You just got second win mastery. You were full on economy the last 2 months. Yeah, I went heavy economy the last year or so. No, actually the last few months I went heavier into EHP, which I'm like I don't know, I kind of want to lean more into just because everybody wants me to do damage because everybody else does it. I don't know, it's like seems like the boring idea. Like everybody's doing it at that end game. If this is harder and a little more challenging, I don't know, I kind of want to see if we can pull it off. Can we survive and do it? as a free-to-play. Or not really free-to-play, as a cheapo, a low spender. That's what I refer to as in the Discord channel, my Discord. We're a bunch of low spenders, or free-to-play. Because some of them buy like the metal packs and the milestones, but they just don't buy the currencies. Like the stones or gems. Managed to get 89.66. Helped me a lot to stay on Legends, but not much more. I don't know if that is relevant to you. Did you get Defense Plus card? Or are you doing that on your own? Like, I mean, on your own, like with mods and the lab. Because no, you gotta have a card, right? That's pretty high. 89. How much does the card give? At level 1 even. It's like 0.74 or something. 0.7, just no 4, just 0.7. Yeah, Defense Plus and Lab 39. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been tempted for the Defense Plus card, but I'm not yet. And 1% from it. Yeah, that's the assist armor. That's what I want to do, is re-roll this. I don't have any efficiency in there yet, but I want to re-roll this one day and get my I'm gonna unlock defense percent. Look how low it is. And then I'll just unlock it and we'll re-roll until we get it as one of the first or second, or well, not first. I'll lock health regen, but get it as like, because I want defense and health regen and probably wall health as my top 3. Thorns can stay right there. That's fine, but because you got to have this leveled up kind of high to get to those level ones. Like I don't think I'm ever gonna get this defense unlocked. So I need to re-roll that. But I don't need to reroll it yet since I don't have any sub-efficiency stones in there. I just don't feel like it's probably a good ROI yet, right? Excuse me. I'll put the reroll shards into like something else that's good. Like I need to get I mentioned earlier, my wall rebuild, I mean. Look, 318 seconds. I need to get that to 300 so that it'll be 298 because of the relic. But I need to get that down so that way when I pop demon mode after the wall's broken, we know it'll repair itself during it. Because right now there's a gap. And sometimes in the streams here, we'll see at the end, if I don't catch it just in time, because I like to play on the edge. You guys call it being greedy. But I like to toggle go into 1 time and 0 and be like, can we make it one more wave? One more wave? And then my wall pop. And I'm like, no! Alright, demon mode. But then by then, there's like an 18-second gap where a thing can slip in and kill me before the wall's back. So we need to deal with that. We need to deal with that. Whoa! And Ethan's stream appears. What up? What up, Strom? Welcome to the stream, broski. Good to see ya. I know it's frustrating that defense mastery is for tournaments only at the moment because ban defense for fun, but I think that it's very strong to have actually it's also good for high end like tier 18. So I have a feeling my 80% defense, because you can when I was doing tier 18, I was trying to get to wave 1000 to get the battle condition lab, and if I didn't get the right perks right away, I was dead at like 400. I did like 4 runs, and I died at 3 to 400. And then I finally got the right perks combination, and then was able to go to 1200 easy, and I quit before. I don't know how far I would have went. I still had second wind available. Like I was just cruising. But it made it so 1 or 2 defense perks were huge. Like, you didn't need all of them to get to 98, you know? I think I was at like 97. I can't remember how many I had. Like maybe 3 picked. And that was at like 96 point something or almost 97. So that's yeah, anyway, that's helpful there. That was helpful there. Get a little leg up in the early waves of those crazy tiers. Any new info about upcoming events? Wait, start a few labs. They're not so long, really. And then new info on upcoming events. No, I don't know any info on upcoming events. In fact, I don't use. There's some. Most of the time, the info comes from like Google Play Store. So keep an eye on the Google Play Store. They usually leak the info before the tower's ready. That's been my experience. Milestones, of course. Yeah. Bracket. We just talked about milestones. Bracket is so cooked at 15 of them at 1,000 plus waves. Oh no. Tier 21. Uh-oh. You mean people that are like been to tier 21 players? Because yeah, those are badasses. You got you to push more in the tier 19 also. Yeah, that's why I have a feeling if I went back to tier 19, I'd do a lot better, I'm sure. I wonder how high I can get. Especially because 18, I smashed that the other day. I bet I could have went to 1,500 easy, no problem. I don't know if I was going to hit 2,000. That was an if. But it was so late. It was like right before midnight, and I needed to go to bed. I wasn't planning on going to 1,250. I just wanted to get to 1,000, and then that way I got the lab. But when I hit 1,000 and I was still cooking and wasn't even at the chance of slowing down, I was like, well, there's 40 stones like 200 waves away. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we got that, and I was like, all right, I'm out. Because the next stones are, I think, 17 or 2,000, isn't it? After that, it's like, before that, there's some gems at 1,500. I was like, I'm going to bed. We're done. I'll get that later when I go for the skin. I'll pick up the other stuff. Because that'll be like, the next achievement in that bracket is try to get that skin. I'll need to go back to 16 and finish off that and get the 4,500 and stuff, I think. That's 16, right? Yeah, 16. Let me see. Yeah, I haven't even tried that in so long since I got the skins. You can see I hit the skins and I'm like, I'm out. At the time I knew there was no chance to get to 4,500, so I was like, I'm out. Tier 19 has fat, and you're trying to get keys. Yeah, well, good luck. I know with those tier 21 players in there with you. Good luck. And the tier 19 has fast ultimate, which is a big smack for a lot of players. Yeah. What up, troubleshooting? Yes, that's probably that was my big smack. I'm sure everyone's experience, right? Everyone that's been to tier 19. Let me move my mic back again. I see my thing is blowing up. Everyone that's been to tier 19, I'm sure, has experienced where you hit play that very first time, and then you're just dead, like in the half of wave 1, and you're like, wait, what happened? The first fast comes flying in and just kills you. You're like, wait, did that just happen for real? I was like, well, not ready for this. I'll be back. Oh, we did about 100 waves. I was supposed to keep track of this. Darn it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're at 6.1 times, and what are we at? 974. I'll just say 975. Okay. It is 975 exactly. Okay, we're making notes here. We're making notes. But yeah, that was a huge increase. So in that 100 waves, we went from 4x to 6x. So what's happening, obviously, is as the waves are progressing, we are not killing everything with Chain Lightning and just letting it stack up. And I don't have the extra orb on, so we only got the one orb flying through killing stuff, so it's taking its time now and then, you know? You can see the big groups. But we just gonna let this build. I'm sure it's gonna get to... well, hopefully. We got twice to go, but that was a lot of gains for 100 waves. But we're almost to 1,000. That's the only thing that makes me a little bit more nervous, but we're probably going to go at least another few hundred waves before I need to turn on Chain Lightning, I think. I may not even need to worry about that. Just depends how hairy the scatters start getting. I've had 2 weak sauce brackets in a row. Only need about 300 waves to stay in Legends. Dang, that's the... See, those are the bracket. Of course, I don't know if I'd hit 300 with these conditions y'all in Legends got today. I don't know if I'd stay even in that bracket. Like, I rely on Thorns to kill the bosses. So you have basic ultimate, so there's more of those random bosses flying in. We have Thorns resist, so it's, you know, not doing as much damage. And then you got PC resistance, Plasma Cannon, so it's not taking that big chunk off. So the bosses are going to be full of life when they hit. The only thing that would be worse on that would be is if there's boss ultimate on top of it. In fact, is there? Let me go. More bosses. No. Okay, yeah, so if we threw boss ultimate on there and had a ton of hit points, I guess it's percent damage. I forgot. I'm just trying to make it up worse in my head. But no, not good either way. That's not a good bracket for me. Champion's a little bit more comfortable conditions today. Show your mod build, please. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little behind. Yes, Magic Chris. Here's the mods we're running. We have Dimcore on the assist in the wings, waiting for me to turn on Chain Lightning. It's not happening yet though, but and I'm using Death Penalty because being basically fully reliant on EHP. Once we get to the end there, it's usually the bosses that are gonna, especially without any ultimates, no fast ultimates or ranges. So it's gonna be the bosses. So we're going to want to get DP on any of the bosses at the end, push any extra waves. That's my theory anyway, because I'm not going to be dealing damage to them. And we don't have a shrink ray to do knockback. And then we got Galaxy Compressor in order to get the permanent black hole and the Pulsar Harvester. And then we talked about earlier the Sharp Fortitude with the Orbital Augment with the defense we need to put up there, but we're running that as our assist. Really, I don't know what else could do good as the assist for here. I don't think it might be helping a little bit. I don't know if the Orbital Augment is helping that much in tournaments. Maybe in champs it might, as we're getting up these later waves and there's a lot more elites that'll be alive. But the OA electrons don't do anything to the bosses, really. Not with only one set. New Paradise. Not so long ago, I got module assist, but I need to develop my GT and DW. Assist, you mean like you unlock the module assist, but you haven't actually unlocked any modules for the assists? Increase the duration of your black hole. That's expensive, depending on where you're currently at. I got 1063 with your Chain Lightning setup here. 165 range. Whoo! 165 range is a lot. I think mine's 89 or 90. I think I'm 90. Well, I'm on the wrong tab. 89. When I have it at 15, I'm at like 89. I'm running the lab slider at 15 in order to get the coverage and not have any gaps. That way, even though the range probably won't hurt that bad, I could stretch the range a little bit extra. There'll be some gaps on the edge where the range will shoot through and not get picked up by a black hole, but we'll still cover all of the main reason of the black holes. I mean, the trash is nice, keeping the trash off the tower, but the main reason is the defense damage reduction from the primordial collapse and having it all around the tower. We need to make sure the bosses don't do their maximum damage, right? Or those scatters, anything really. So we got a little bit of extra range I could play with. Especially with this battle conditions. I didn't think about it. Like regular ranges aren't going to hurt too much. But yeah, 1063 is with Chain Lightning, yeah. You get better. I'm trying to G-Comp Primordial Collapse now. Should I get better results? If you, well, depends on your build setup. If you have Permanent Black Hole, it might help. Because it pulls, like there's nothing right now that's affected under this battle conditions with your Permanent Black Hole. The only thing that's going to hurt you is elites and the boss. So I don't know if you should work on your ultimate weapons or module assist. Did you have any of the assists unlocked? Oh, you're going to answer that, Dilla. I only got Generator for now. So I don't know the rest of your build, but Generator was awesome. I liked Generator. Being the EHP, the armor definitely helped my build. I was glad I unlocked that one. The extra boost from the hit points has been pretty good. And the OA and farming, when you get in the late waves of farming of like tier, 60, 100 waves of tier 15, and it's just there's a wall of scatters surrounding the thing. Like my Chain Lightning doesn't do nothing, even at that level. Even when I would do the build with the DC, if you guys watched the last video, it did not get me any further than completely no damage. So I don't have, I think I need damage masteries before I can do significant damage, even with all my labs and everything else. So I don't know where I was going with this now. Lost my train of thought when I looked at the chat. Darn it. You only got Generator. But yeah, OA helped kill, that's what I say. The OA helped kill the scatters and the rays in farming way better than Chain Lightning does. Like even the one set of orbs or electrons, you can see there, like right there when there was a ton of scatters was on there, they got hit at least 3. Each scatter got at least like 3 slaps by the electrons. And if it's doing, what is it, 15%? It adds up. So that's why I've been tempted on getting another effect, actually. That one, that's what I'm tempted on. Core Assist, it didn't help too much. It's okay. I'm not saying I regret unlocking it because I definitely wanted to. I was on my radar. I wanted to get it for my testing purposes, but it's not as beneficial yet. It's gonna. It's a tool we're gonna need to have anyway. So I needed it, but it didn't. Those two, Generator and Armor, were definitely awesome. I just think I might need a little more effect. Would be nice. I have 20 levels in Chain Amp. Project funding is assist, and yeah, permanent black hole now. I only got like 4 levels in amplifier. I mean, but that's not the only reason that they're not doing that much damage. That would going to 20 would certainly change the equation a little bit, but Like the rays are really the issue for me at level 6 or even 6k. The wall of scatters, they're not doing enough damage. I can regen them. I have like 32q hit points, and my regen with second wind on is like 3.6q or something. So it's like not an issue for the regening of scatters. It's the rays, when they 5 to 7 rays stack up and shoot at the same time, and then it just breaks the wall eventually. They deal too much damage eventually. I'm a dirty hybrid. A little bit more HP than damage for now, but I have a pretty good chain lightning. I know I've been saying for weeks and months that I want to do hybrid. I think hybrid's going to be the way. Hybrid's going to be the future, but I've just been doing EHP investments. And then now that I'm continuing doing it, I'm kind of feeling like continuing doing it just to see, you know, be different. There's only a handful of us on YouTube that are doing EHP as primary, and the other guys are way advanced in buying stuff. So I kind of want to like do it as a free to play it, or a lower spender, as I mentioned earlier, not buying a whole bunch of stuff, and see if we can actually pull it off. It's kind of like a challenge. It's less optimal path, maybe, I don't know, but I kind of want to get like that's why I kind of want to get defense plus. That'll even push me further into that build. As the HP chain lightning makes scatters meaningless. Once you get smite, you don't need damage, just smite and scat. Yeah, that's what I hear too. We'll get there one day. That's why right now I'm saving for Chrono Field, because we're gonna have to unlock all these ultimate weapons one day. But how times have changed, right? I'm like 32k stones, and I don't have all of the. I'm missing 3 ultimate weapons. That's just because there's so much to buy these days. There's so much to spend on masteries and core or assists and things. Slow aura is wonderful for rays. Is the slow aura? What's the logic there with slow aura for the rays? Smite plus chain thunder makes ray. Yeah, I don't have smite yet. No, I know right now, rays have been dealing with them through basically stun. Like the stun card kind of helps disrupt them some, so they don't all fire at the same time as easily. Sometimes you get one where he landmine stun card. That one disrupts them a bit, but eventually they're still shooting too much. And then the electrons have been percent damage, right? Which is what we're talking about with Smite and Chain Thunder. So percent damage, which is all my only percent damage, is coming from the electrons. So they just kind of chip away at the rays. Oh, we are at the next 100 waves. We got to take note of where we're at. 796. So 8, I'm just going to write down 8 times, because we're going to hit that second. And then, because yeah, we're not even at 75. So we're going to be at 1075, I bet, at 8 time. Yeah, 802. So another 2 times in 100 waves. And we are 4 away, so we need at least 200 more waves at the same rate of gain, and we'll be max. So we should max out at about 1300, or right before 1374. So that was a pretty good spot to drop off of them. We'll see. We'll see how this continues. But so far, since 860, every 100 waves, we've gained about 2x. And we dropped out of intro sprint at 7. I should have wrote that down in the beginning. I think it was 750, right? Or right before. I think it was right exactly. I remember the first, 751 was the first wave. What were we at though? It was around 2, wasn't it? That's very interesting now that I'm making my numbers now, because I remember we were just in the 2 times something. So basically we dropped out of intro sprint at around 2x at 750, and every 100 waves have gained another 2x. So it went to 4, 6, 8. Huh. I don't know if this will be replicated. This obviously, I won't be able to replicate this every tournament, because it really is going to be dependent upon the conditions. But this particular run, at least we're getting an idea of when we're going to max out. 1370. Or I say 1270, I mean, almost 1300. And if Chomp Chomp was right, Chomp Chomp was here earlier, and he thinks that we'll go to 2K, but we'll see about that. 2K was my farthest. I don't know if we're going to hit that again. Slow Aura Plus. Increased attack speed reduction 50%. Made me push further in tier 16. Enabled to get enemy balance plus 30%. So, Slow Aura Plus is what you meant. Yeah, that would I think that would make sense. I thought you just meant Slow Aura in general was good for Rays. So I was like, what does that mean? What exactly does... Because I remember Plus adds to their attack, right? Let's see. Yeah. Time delay between attacks. So yeah, that I could see that being helpful. Push further in tier 16. I haven't even tried a tier 16 farm in a while. The last time I did, I made it to like 2,000 and something. So it wasn't significant enough to try that. It was no good. I bet I would probably get early 3,000s if I'm lucky now. Which probably is still not going to be good enough to start doing them, even when I need a short boost. I haven't done any dissonance runs on that either, though, so the multiplier will be in the tank. In the toilet. MB? MB. MB. T16 worthy if you have full second win plus. You mean like you mean maxed? Yeah, mine's almost all my cards are maxed now. Only have 2 left that are not maxed. Health Mastery, which will be maxed soon, and then Coin Mastery. But yeah, health, regen, and well, not health. Sorry, regen and second win are maxed. Eagle 6, what's up? Welcome, bro. Good to see you. Have you done your tournament? I like to see where everyone else is doing today. We need to pick up some of these. Let's do the easy ones like Death Wave. Oh, I shouldn't. Death Wave sucks. I'm gonna leave this tournament one. I don't want to get another tournament one. I don't know if they'll duplicate it, but I'm just gonna guess we can't. That's my guess. What's your core for this run? I am currently running the Prem-C with Dimension Core as the assist. Oops, that is not the right button. But I don't have Chain Lightning on at the moment. And those are my levels right now. So we got 194 on the core. But we don't have Chain Lightning turned on because I'm mooching as much hit points as we can. Although we should be good. I've been keeping notes and doing the numbers. So I'm going to be max here well before we're going to get to the end. So I should be good. I need second win plus to clean commander fleets. 1044 and then every 500 waves. Yeah, I mean, it resets at 300, so you should be good as long as you can survive without the second wind up. That's where I'm at right now. I get to about wave 5K. So if I if I get a commander at 5250, I don't usually have second wind up. That's where I need to get a little stronger in something. I gotta watch the game and see what's happening. But I have a feeling it's just more hit points. It's because it's usually that's what it is, like the rays are hitting me or something. I need to get... I'm not regenning it fast enough. Or I am still regenning it pretty fast, I mean, even with second wind not up. No, I don't know. That doesn't make sense now I'm thinking about it, because then it would just die again right after that. Second wind doesn't matter, or regen doesn't matter with the rays, so it must not be the rays. It's got to be the regen. Something's killing me, and then I get second wind up and we live, so it's got to be the regen. But if I can keep second wind available for 5250, then we won't stall there, because that's where the only break point I have. We go, let's see, tier 15. Yes, see, 6135, and then 5250, 5251, 6155, 6120, 6187, 6,000, 5250. So obviously these 5250s is, I don't have second wind up, and I get a fleet that knocks me out. You should get over 2k. I intro sprinted 1800 and I had about a 3-time death wave health. Then introed with 950 and I should have stopped at 1500 to get all my death wave health. Yeah, welcome Steven. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream here and joining. But yeah, I started taking the numbers. We're gonna max at 1275 because I jumped out at 750 and we were at 2x. And every 100 I've been writing down where we're at, and every 100 I'm like 2x higher. But I wasn't 100% sure we'd make it to 2k or something crazy like that. I was kind of feeling we were going to do over 1500. I didn't want to jinx myself in the beginning though and say it, because that's just my luck. I jump in going, yeah guys, we're going to go past 1500 easy, and then like, I don't know, something happens and I don't, and then I'm like embarrassed and look like an idiot. So I was like, I'm not gonna say anything yet, we'll just get this underway. But I had a feeling, I don't know if we're gonna get to 2k though. 2020 for the reference, if you saw my thumbnail, is the personal best in champions. That was a battle condition setup very similar to this without any armor though. So it was like, what do we have instead of armor? I can't remember what it was, but we'll see if the armor has any effect when we get to later on. But if there's no ultimates that get through the black hole, then it's just a gravy train. Smooth sailing. But yeah, I could have introed to, like, what'd you say, 1500? Probably could have done the same thing and been all right. Not get to max though, but we would be we'd be pretty close. I think that's what happened my last one. I did 2000. I don't know if I actually maxed because we intro sprinted to a lot higher and then ran, if I remember that correctly. Let's see, I'm behind in my chat. I did 225 in Legends with GC build, Eagle 6, but you did get to 330 in Tier 18, which means near to a new Tier 19 unlocked. Nice, so you just got Tier 19 unlocked? That's great. Have you tried Tier 19 yet? We were talking about that earlier in the stream. I was like, everyone's first experience, I don't know if it was like mine, but I hit battle, and then I blinked, and it was like, you're dead. And I'm like, wait, what happened? What? Like, the first fast just came in, broke the shield, the next fast killed me, and I was like, there's fast ultimates? I'm not ready for this. Or nuke. You use nuke for commander. Yeah, so if I'm there to pay attention, I don't usually have nuke equipped on farming runs, though, to be fair, anymore. But if I was there to pay attention, I do have demon mode on, because that was used. I can probably take demon mode off now, too, since they kind of fixed the problem with the pausing the game. Before, if you crashed, right, if you crashed or had to switch devices, you had to have demon mode to save your black holes. Otherwise, it restarted without them, and you're just dead if you're in the middle of farming. But now I don't need to have that on probably either, because I don't really click it very often. Eagle 6, I was going to say last week in Armor Champs, I did really well switching PC out for DC, but using GC to get PHB worked really well, but you're way ahead in assist mod. I need the subs. I thought about that. That would be with assist mods. Actually, what I'm having a tongue tied here. We can swap these if I had, because I got some bonuses on here I don't need really that much, right? So I've been thinking, is it worth investing a little bit? If we do this and get the black hole duration and the black hole cooldown, mythic, all I need is a mythic. Actually, I only need a legend. I only need a legend cooldown and the ancestral duration. And we can get permanent black hole with dimension core as the primary, and then put primordial collapse as the assist. I just need those 2 subs on here somewhere. That would only give me the 50% instead of 80, but from my experience in farming, I don't think it's in the history here, but, and if it was in the history, I wouldn't even know which one it was, I don't think. What day did I do that farming? But either way, one of these days, actually I could see, it was right after the 4700. Yeah, so must have been this one then, maybe. So these runs, I think. There was a handful of runs after my last MVN test. I did a Multiverse Nexus test and got 4700. So I started using, so I did some tests with Prim C as the main, and they went just as far. It was in my video if you guys are getting caught up, but we went just as far on the farming. I went to like, I think this one right here might be at 59.99. I'd have to go look at my spreadsheet. But it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it was going to. But doing that would give me a lot stronger Chain Lightning here if it had that as a primary. So that might be cool. Although in this particular battle conditions, wouldn't make a difference. I ain't trying to kill the boss with Chain Lightning. That would only help if we had like fast range or fasts or ultimates or some kind of ultimate that was getting through. Then I'd want to Chain Lightning the heck out of them. Maybe have that as a primary. But right now it don't matter. Bosses are the issue, so I'd still want to have PC as my primary. Maybe a few more enemy level skips and a few battle condition reduction labs could open up to your 16 farm. I'm going to keep the battle condition lab going until 10%. After 10%, I was looking at the thing. I think that's where the price is going to get crazy for me, and just going to have to hold off. I've been here from the beginning. I just haven't said anything yet. Oh, well then, hello. Yeah, I don't know. I've been recapping. Just, I can see the side on my little studio thingy. It's showing the concurrent viewers. It's popping up and down, so definitely some newer people here anyway. So anyone else that wasn't here can get the recap. You will get over 2K. You have more wall health than I have. I had max when you started, and I got to 1837. Oh yeah, what is? I was supposed to keep track. Oh, we're almost at the next milestone anyway. 1175 is what we're looking for. Magic Chris says we use cheese to get that first fast 1919 pre-98. You can still use the cheese, but now it's built in. Who was I talking with? Taxi driver? I was talking with somebody, and the intro sprint cheese, you don't have to do the cheese anymore. I mean, yeah, you can still do it. You just don't have to close the game anymore. Now you just right click on it, or if you're in the click on it, right click on it. 80% is 2 times more EHP than 50% though. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying that it did in the farming. Again, it was just for farming. In farming, the bosses are not the issue. It's the other stuff that's the issue. So it's a little different. That's why I like in here it may be different. The bosses are going to be my problem, right? The bosses what hit hard later on. Here I probably want, as I mean, I want the PC for that. It's just it didn't hit me as hard as I expected going from 80 to 50%. Eagle 6, haha, I got 2 waves 2 waves in tier 19 and then managed to get the demon mode off to get to 27. Wait, you got to 27 on with demon mode? That's freaking close. That's pretty good. I want to say, like, I think I got like 15 or something my first few tries, so I was like, I'm done. But we're not ready for tier 19 yet. Yeah, no, it's gonna once you first unlock it, I don't think anybody's ready yet. Most of dim core value is at epic, to be honest, unlike Prim C, where the higher value is significantly better. I mean, is it? I mean, that's because you get the more stacks. The stacking doesn't matter because that's 5 stacks versus 20, and the longer the thing's alive, the more stacks it'll take. I don't know. I'm not a math wizard. Or a damage. I'm not a damage person. But I know that it doesn't help me too much anyway, because I don't have high damage in the first place. Oh, we let the thing go by. I was supposed to write down the next number. So it actually was shy 2 this time. We are, what, about 10 waves up? So it was probably 970, maybe 80. So 9.8 at 1175. We're just going to guess. All right, X-Fry, what's up? Yo, Ethan, let's go. Welcome to the stream, broski. We jumped out of intro sprint a little early, but we're going for it. The double shock and initial target, right? That's what Master of CW. That's what I've been saying. That is, I wanted to get it unlocked just for that, because if Chain Lightning's only hitting on the bounce, that's a significant. I only have 9. Only 9 targets you're shooting, and there's only so much within bounce range, and so you're missing stuff if that first shots aren't going off, especially if it's a boss. Looks like we're starting to take damage too, so I might need to flip on my we might need to flip on Chain Lightning. Actually, it doesn't matter, we can flip it on anyway now, because we're going to be maxing this out for sure. Just realized my dim core didn't swap my levels for tournament. Oh no. Oh no. What's up, Zadi? I hate when I was doing a tournament the other day. It wasn't on stream, it was on Wednesday, and I had put what's it called? What's the one here? Black Hole Digester. I put Black Hole Digester as the assist because they look similar-ish. The triangle. I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. Luckily it was during the Legends stream, so I could just, or not stream, Legends tournament, so I was just able to rerun that quickly anyway. Sorry, what's the cheese for tier 19? It'd be cool to get assists or battle conditions. Hold on one second. Sorry, got an alert. Let me see if anyone answered you. No. So, you basically intro sprint as far as you can, and come out of intro sprint and demon mode immediately to 40. You got, like, I got to wave 30 when I did it. I'm pretty sure, and I relied on. You start the game and you make it as far as you can. I think I got to like wave 5. Not 5. I'm intro sprinting. The first boss. It broke my shield. The thing went up. Second one was up. I get to the first, tier 10 boss. You pray for a death penalty. This is what I was doing anyway. You pray for a death penalty on that 10 and 20 boss. One or the other, maybe both. And then on 30, back in the day, you had to pause the game, save the game, close the game, reload the game, and then you can go and cancel your intro sprint. Well, I think it was already canceled at that point. And then you can activate demon mode. Now you can just cancel your intro sprint as soon as you hit wave 30 and then activate demon mode. Because you'll be able to go 10, 15 waves in demon mode. So you just got to try to get to. Yeah, and good level skips. Yeah, you just kind of... good level skips through that. If you can get to tier 20... Some people did it at wave 20 and then pop demon mode, and then they're just praying for good wave skips. I could not do that. I kept ending at like 37, 38. I could not get to 40 doing at 20. I had to stay in intra sprint to 30 and then jump out. That was what I did. But I had talked to some people that got to they were able to get there by in demon mode at 20. They might have had wave plus though. I don't know. I didn't ask those questions now that I'm thinking about it. Wave skip plus, I mean. I don't have yeah, the wave skips weren't working for me. I want to say that I think I needed 2 death penalties on the 10 and 20. Basically, you just had to, you needed a run where you got 2 death penalties on the bosses. You also needed permanent black hole, so I put G comp on. So you need to make sure you have permanent black hole immediately. That first things are going to probably pop your second wind at some point. Tier 19 in demo mode regards to my GC build. I started in Orb Devo at nerfed, so I needed a few waves to get established, if that makes sense, to get out of Devo. G comp in the protocol for 1500 waves. Oh, because you're trying that out there before. I've never actually done any Devo stuff ever. I don't have free ups unlocked. And I've never even done the range one, where you can lock it with a black hole digester. Honestly, turning on Chain Lightning might help you get more Death Wave health because Protector Ultimate just makes no more enemy spawn. Haha. Oh, maybe with these specific conditions. Typically, if I'm killing the trash mobs too fast, I have less, we get less stuff alive when the death waves go off. How's the tournament going? Champs first place today. We're hoping. If Chris is still in here, we got Chris in here. We got 3 guys. 3 of us. I'm one of the 3. There's 3 of us who are expected to do well, in my opinion, based on our previous standings. So we got Chris here. He's been a tier 19, unlocked assists. We got Dragmar. He's been a 77. I've never gone back and tried it again. He might actually get first place, but we'll see. Because you can't really tell based on that. Because I've never tried tier 19 again, so I don't know how far I can get. And the brackets are, who knows? You can get lucky. You can get a super lucky bracket. He's only got 171 relics. I think I'm at like 184. So he's on par in terms of like how long he's been around with me. We'll see. Who's this guy? Oh, Lunchbox is making a play for it. But we're sorry, bro. You just aren't gonna cut the mustard. Good luck, man. I'm off to a bar to watch football match. True football. That's the soccer. But yeah, football. Hey, thanks for stopping in. I hope you have a great day. Hopefully your team wins. Go sports team. Woo! If you're still here, I'm sorry I'm behind on chat, but hope you have a good day. Devo is overrated in my opinion. Devo, I think, works for some people. A lot of it has to do with your module luck, to be fair. Like which builds people do. Because if you get the right modules, you don't need a Devo, but if you get the right, combinations of stuff, it just depends on how your tower played out. I haven't even unlocked the free up card, though. It just wasn't a playstyle I was interested in. Devo was overrated until they fixed, or TTG fixed, Pro C again, PC again. Every time they fix it, Devo gets better and better. I know they keep saying it's not broken, and then like a few weeks later, hey, we fixed it. Oh, okay. I was talking about that fix earlier. I was like, the last time they fixed it, I did tier 19 after that. Go sports. Voyo, what's up? Welcome, bro. Didn't see you in my oh, you're in Legends today. Hope you get a good placement in champs. You got 25th in Legends with 520, but 25th. Goodness, guys. You guys, oh my goodness. This is just crazy. The placements of these waves these days, like I can't get no. There have been no way. I don't even think I get 300 in this bracket. In that bracket, we got Thorns Resist. We got the Plasma Cannon down, so it's not damaging the bosses as much. We got the basic ultimate, so we're throwing more bosses at me. I think I would have got wrecked in that one. Although I don't know, those were the only bad ones, right? There was no ultimates thrown in there, so there wasn't like a fast ult with it or something. But still, just a combination of bosses with extra bosses with Thorns Resist and the Plasma Cannon not taking, you know, half of their life off in the beginning. Not good. Not good for my EHP run. But yeah, I hope you, I don't know. I guess you can't. I'd say hope you do better, but everyone's, if you're in 25th, you can't, nobody's run. Or there's nothing else they can do about that. 520, man. We're shooting for first. Well, second. We're shooting for second, according to Chris. I was on the fence with Chris if me and him would do it, but he thinks that I'm gonna beat him, so we'll see. The other guy, Dragmar, he might win. We'll see. I've tried Devil a couple times and it never worked for me. I think you should do what works for you. That's what I've always said. Which is why I'm not using NVN right now. Zadi, as always, or as soon as I safely have the shards to roll Black Hole CS and sit on my Black Hole cooldown maybe, and sit on my I'm gonna spin the stones to get permanent Black Hole. Any ideas on the rough gains I'd likely get from milestone runs and farming? Well, it depends where your milestone, how far you are. But if you permanent black hole definitely helps a lot of in farming for sure, in milestone runs too, because especially if you can pick it up early enough. If you throw on G, like for high end milestone runs like tier 18 and stuff, I'm gonna start with G comp. But if it's something you can go far enough to wait for perks and you can get the black hole perk, then you don't have to use G comp. That's better, obviously, but permanent black hole just removes all that trash from your tower. I would say probably it doesn't matter what build you are, that's going to be good. Just get that trash off the tower, and that way you can focus. Even if you're attack or hybrid or something, you can focus your damage on bosses, elites, things that are actually affecting you. Because the trash freaking hurts high end. Like even tier 15, 16, and 17, the trash mobs hurt. I mean, tier 19, you start getting like fast ultimates. Then your black hole starts being, and you gotta have some more tools to deal with that. But before that, it definitely helps. We'll push those a little bit. And if you're EHP, it's just gonna mesh with it perfect. So you should definitely look into it. Devo took a lot of work, but yeah, as soon as it's good for people going GC, as I haven't done EHP lab in 6 months. I'm stuck in T11, but earning as much as my friend's Blender in tier 12. So while I'm pumping stones into Chrono Field, yeah, and lab damage labs, my friend continues to rise EHP for him in turn. Raise the farm damage and turning doesn't improve farming. Yeah, so it may come back. Like right now, you guys follow, I don't know if you follow Strom, and if Strom's still in here, he can attest to this. For a long time, Strom and me were very close last year. I think I was just slightly ahead of him in stones. Or maybe we were right at each other. No, I think I was just at the same as him, actually, is what I'm saying. We were right around the same. I went EHP, he went damage and attack. And then over time, I've been advancing. It felt like a little faster than him in tournaments. I started ranking better in tournaments, so I did get a little ahead in stones because I started ranking and getting into legends more often than he was. But now, the last like 2 times he's been to legends, he has beaten the crap out of what I can do in legends. So it's finally coming around. He's got like Chrono Field worked on pretty good. His damage cards are there, so it just, everyone always says like EHP's the slow one, but I don't know, maybe in the early, because once he's built up, he's finally got it worked on where he's doing good. He's come around where he's crushing my numbers in the last few brackets. So we should see Strom on the rise soon. But I also, the last few weeks, I stopped kind of focusing on my EHP push and went into economy more and farming stuff a little bit more, I feel like. So, and I added some damage things a little bit here and there just because I felt like this might help, like the core assist. But I think I'm going to keep pushing back on my EHP, I think, a little bit. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I think I want to make that my like kind of like a goal or a mission. See how far we can push this. Because conventional wisdom is not far, right? Everyone says that, unless you're crazy and have a ton of things unlocked and like Bonsai Lab obviously is pushing very hard into EHP, very high up in there, but he's also got like every tool in the book and he has all the stuff. So it's a little, you can't compare to that. Like when you have like everything that you want, like he could probably do good in any build he wants. So but we'll see if we could climb the ranks. Right now, though, with the way the dissonance came out in tier 28, who knows? Look, we didn't hit, so it slowed down. We never maxed out by 1275 like we were supposed to. But yeah, with the dissonance runs, they get the damage builds, got the extra damage and the extra attack and the extra UW. And us EHP guys just got our dissonance run for the health, and health only goes so far. Barely here, it doesn't do too much. Like yes, I got 105 Q compared to like I think when before we did distance, I was like in the 30s and 40s. But once the damage starts outdoing my regen, it doesn't take too long. It just adds, this extra health just adds a couple extra waves, maybe a few extra boss waves. That will come into play if, you have someone you're real close to. But it's not a huge, because once the haste points start draining, they just start draining. So we really needed regen. We really needed regen from that if we were going to do anything in tournaments. Now in a farming, though, extra hit points is awesome. So you can definitely use the extra hit points. And sorry, I meant cooldown and duration subs. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. 100 Q wall health, hell yeah, 105. I think that's the first time I hit that. So woo, I think our last weekend stream we got to like the 80 Qs, right? 89. So I want to say we did one level of health cards since then. Congratulations. And damage is optional. Yeah, that's what he says. Damage is optional. Yeah, but like I mentioned, he has all the tools, right? He has like everything you could do. So he could kind of pick whatever you want to do. Look at that. Turn Chain Lightning on. Stop deacon damage. Look at that. Oh, we just destroyed that whole scatter group before it even got close. I think all of them died at the tower range, including the babies. Yeah, let's watch the next group do that. That was crazy. Good times. And I have like Scatter Lab 4 or Scatter Amplifier 4. Lightning Amplifier 4. Whatever the amplifier is called. Darn it. I don't know the name of it. I think it's scatter ramp, ain't it? I don't know. Where's the next group? There they are. Look at them. Oh, yeah, they just got annihilated right there. Okay, so that's cool. And I definitely think that came from Core Assist. In the last, what's it called? Legends tournament we did, I only got 2 runs. I did a quick intro sprint and ran it back 1 time after that, and then we went past 8. So I didn't get time to tinker with stuff and try different builds. But that was a horrible battle condition. I think we had, wasn't it like ranged, fast, and I want to say they were armored too, weren't they? I have to go look in the Discord, but it wasn't good last Legends tournament, so I got wrecked. I don't think the Dim Core was going to save me there regardless. But what I wanted to do, if I had more time, I was going to do some tests. I was going to run it with the Dim Core on as assist, then run it back, everything else exactly the same, but take the Dim Core off just to see. Just to, because I needed to know. I'm like, is this doing anything? I feel like it will. With the right conditions, of course. I think certain conditions, there's maybe nothing going to happen, but we'll see. Yep, as long as lots of stone. Yep, it's long and lots of stones for damage build. My econ's good at 14Q a day. I just need to lay the groundwork for GC farming so I can leap from T11 straight to 14 for farm. Nice, 14Q a day? That's awesome. Wait, I'm probably around there too, aren't I? Because that could be like 700 trillion an hour. How much is that? 16.8 if I did the full thing. So probably, because I might miss an hour in the middle of the night to 2, depending what time. Like if it's gonna end at like 2 a.m., I'm gonna miss a few hours. But if it's gonna end at like 4 a.m., I only might miss like an hour because I always wake up at like 5 in the morning. It's always right around there. And I'll be like, oh, we start the run. All right, go to the bathroom, go back to bed. Chomp Chomp checking in again. What up, Chomp? Hey, we are slow. Oh, yeah, we are slow because I'm an idiot. I forgot, guys. We're slow because I'm an idiot. Someone should have called me out. Put on wave skip. Let's get this over with. Should we put orb or ray? I'm going to go with orb because ray's... Yeah, let's just go with orb. Neither one are gonna like help with any of the elites and stuff, but maybe it'll remove some targets that are in the way from the shooting, and we'll shoot at an elite. I don't know. But yeah, welcome back, Chomp. We are trying to get to 2K like you thought. We might get there, actually. We'll see. GC cost a bit more stones than EHP, so GC is suited better for whales, not free to play. You know, that's what they say, or that's what they used to say, I mean. But I hear all the time that, quote, EHP is less optimal path, right? It's going to take you longer and cost more to do that. You should transition to glass cannon because it's easier or something. You know, if it costs more, why would that be better? Because I'm never going to, I don't know. Unless they say it's because that's I think the traditional thinking was that's the end result. You're going to do that build, so you might as well transition to it now. Is the thinking, I guess. But that's only if you're going to. I don't know if we're going to. Whoops. You bumping my microphone. Especially because we got guys like Mindax in my Discord. Mindax has been killing it. He started before me, way before me, but he joined the guild like right in the beginning of our guild, and I want to say he was a little behind me. I have to go back and look at our numbers. He used to post screenshots, but he was I won't say how, I can't remember how far behind, but he was definitely a little behind me because he had taken a break and he'd just come back. But he is going way more EHP than me. He has no damage investments at all. Like, he just recently even added chain lightning just because it's one of the next things to unlock. And he has been able to push a lot farther in waves and earning more coins when he was in a coin build. He keeps going into like flamebot builds and stuff and lowering his coins, but he like lowers his coins to my level. So he's doing good, and he's in EHP hard. So I was like, we can do this. He's not tournamenting as hard though. That's the only thing. He's got to work on his tournaments a little bit. I'm maxing the hell out of T11 for Econ, haha. 7.5Q a run at the moment. GT4 Plus is doing the legwork here, but I can't get past 7K and 12. Just not got the EHP for it. Wow. One day I'm going to get me a GT Plus. But 7.5Q a run is good, but how many waves is that? Oh, wait, you already said it. Well, 12K and 12. So what are you hitting in 11 then? 10K? If you're getting 7K and 12, what are you doing? Like, you got to be doing 9 or 10K and 11. Magic Chris, right now no region can ever full my 1Q HP in tournaments until I get Chrono Field, a good flame bot, and a lot of control to delay damage. I mean, regions, you gotta have region. You have a big Q hit points though. That's. I mean, I got a while to go. But yeah, I guess you're right, because in tournaments, I don't even know what you would need for that. Holy moly! Because I'm only gonna get to what, 69 trillion when we second one goes off here, and that's nothing. If you have a big Q hit points. Grats, Ethan. Next one, I get you. What did you didn't fall off already, did you? 1176. So you passed Lunchbox at least. He fell off at 1053. Did you stop already? Or are you still going? 1176. That wouldn't be that good. Keep going. Keep going. Hybrids, the ultimate in-game. You need both, in my opinion. I have just seen one path, which I hope it's not dated by the time I get there. Reverse Orb. Yeah, I think, I've said it before, I think Hybrid will be the in-game too, for sure. Right now, I think that continuing my EHP is not a negative, because that's where my strongest suit is. The little investments in damage I'm doing, it doesn't seem to sway in the movement any. Even in farming, I did those tests in farming. My damage is like 1.8s on Chain Lightning instead of no Chain Lightning on, and I have like 1 billion damage instead of trillions on the display, which gave it to 1.8s, and it still got no further waves than my EHP with no damage. So it's like, what is that? That's doing like I need significant more investment to make it even noticeable. But in farming, is again, you can use it to gauge a little bit, but it doesn't equate the tournaments exactly, right? So I do know that's true though. So maybe the little extra damage might be helping there. I don't know. But I do think it's going to be the end game too, and need to get it all eventually. GC has a higher ceiling, so in theory it has more stones, you get higher waves, but EHP is capped at equal stone spinning. Anyway, too far for us to reach, so I can't say from experience. Yeah, and another thing that we are capped on, or it's just like a negative, I didn't even think about it, but Digital Steel pointed it out, is our module setups, right? People like Glass Cannon, they get tower damage multiplier from the attack mod, and they get ultimate weapon damage. It's like just same as Dissonance. Just, they get the ultimate damage, so 2 of the mods are adding to their damage. And then there's 1 econ mod, and then there's 1 EHP mod. So to like make it fair, like this one should do maybe little tower damage and like a 1, some kind of bonus to health or region. They'd have to do the math, because they can't just make it, 16 boosts to region. That would be insane. But they could figure it out where they, add some kind of number to it, and that way your armor mod is doing kind of both stats you're using for EHP. Or at least it's softer on one of them, or maybe lower tower damage or hit points. I don't know. Balance it somehow, because with the dissonance and the mod situation like that, they get damage builds do get all those extra bonuses. So EHP's got to make up for it in other ways, like with the bots and the damage reductions and kind of just a lot of other tools you have to work on. Yeah, 1Q region and tournaments is tough. 1Q HP. Yeah, mine pretty much maxed unless I have 2-time multiplier and Workshop Plus. So that's my only thing I can do right now is continue Workshop Plus and sub efficiency because the cards are done. I turn on Orb Devo at 10, but that's 15. Yeah, I don't do the Orb Devo switching anything. Yeah, 11k waves is still crazy. I remember doing those. Even in EHP, in wave tier 11 and 12, I was getting that high. Chomps, you only got 30 Trill region after second wave, so... I mean, what are you missing then? You're just half. You're what, level 5 on both of them? Or you don't have the region card in your maxed second win card. No, you'd have the region card if you got 3 trillion. No, oh yeah, I'm doing the math in my head based on a 10-time multiplier. Because of it depends where your level's at. You stopped. You only have 6T region with second win. I'll go farming. Ah, yeah, we were just talking about the multipliers for that. Yeah, second wind, I mentioned it to somebody else and they were asking me, like, should I get second wind or regen? I was like, technically, math tells us the second wind because it has a bigger regen. But... And I don't have experience with getting regen first, but I can tell you that running second wind on its own didn't feel like really anything. I didn't notice much. Handful of waves in a tournament, barely. I mean, it just didn't feel like it did anything until I paired it with regen. Once I put it together, and I kind of have a feeling it was the other way around. If you get just regen first, you probably don't feel too much until you get second wind and pair. It feels like once they're paired together because the multiplier is multiplying, you get the multipliers multiplying. You know what I mean? Then that's when the number starts jumping. Because you got to get over, like, I can't remember the number. 2? I want to say it was 2 trillion before second one went off, before I started feeling decent. And, before the second one went off, before I started feeling decent. Because before that, anywhere in the billions, it just wasn't good. Only second win 5. Nothing else in defense mastery. Oh, I don't even have defense mastery yet. I gotta pick that up. That's on the radar. So I've been talking about it in the video last week, but we got 1153 stones, and I am thinking to save for Chrono Field because it's the next one at 1750, and it's not that far away. But I kind of want to get defense plus as well. Ooh, I have lab spots available, but then that's why I want to get Chrono Field so I can get its labbing too. There's just so much I want to spend on, and I also know that once I get Chrono Field, I'll be tempted to start dumping stones in it, making it stronger. So that's one reason I've been kind of putting off and doing other things that I wanted to get done because I was like, I'm never gonna get these things done once I get Chrono Field. I need to finish Second Wind and Regen Mastery. Yeah. They get expensive too, depending on what you're farming. but once they're done, they help a lot. They help with farming too, actually. A lot. Region lab is around 50. Wall region about 15. Oh yeah, those things do also play a huge role. I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good that you were those were there when you got the T15 unlocked or tier 19 unlocked. That's pretty good because I saw you were 48 in tier 19. I'm pretty sure mine were done by the time I did that. Like, I mean done like I maxed the region lab. Wall region I don't think was done yet in February if I remember right, but I was very close. Because they're both maxed now. So there's that too. When you see like the region, and you're like, my region isn't regioning as good. Not only there's the 6.93 trillion, the wall region is 30. Chris, what's that? Ethan, thanks for making tower content. You have no idea how many times I come home from a night shift, see a new video and smile. I chill and watch your progress and enjoy it. Keep it up, bro. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, bro. I'm glad you caught a live stream then, if you've been watching. And thanks for following along. I appreciate your support. When I started doing this, I wasn't even sure if anyone would watch. Back when I started, there wasn't anyone else that was, I want to say new. I was new at the time, actually. I was only a few months into the game. But there wasn't really anyone like that posting videos at that time. And I was like, well, even if no one watches it because they don't want to watch this, it'll be fun to reference back on. But it's been a blast doing, progressing and making videos and playing with you guys and getting to know everybody in the community and everything. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. And actually, it has been kind of handy tuning back on my videos. I've had a few people ask me questions like, hey, what should I do at this? And I'm like, oh man, I don't remember what I did, but I got a video. Let me go back real quick. I scroll back through my feed and I'm like, okay, here's what I did. Unfortunately, my tier night, someone was asking, I think it was Taxi Driver, was asking me about doing tier 19 40. And I was like, oh, let me see. And I went back and watched a video, and unfortunately I did not really talk about it or clip it. I was like, I gotta go off of memory, and it was 3.5 months ago. What did I do? I mean, I knew sort of what I did, but I couldn't remember the specific details. I was like, oh great, I got a video of me saying, I told him, I was like, I'm sorry, but I got a video of me saying, I'm gonna record me unlocking it. And then the next week I'm like, I unlocked it, but I didn't record it, so too bad. But yeah, thanks for joining, Chris and Chris. Appreciate your content too. Yeah, both of you. What up? Oh, you updated your name too. I just noticed that. That way we know it's you. Shout out to Chris, everyone. Here he is. Hopefully, man, I don't know where you're gonna get with that though. I've seen some other people that were saying that they were like 10s with 1,000 waves, so hopefully that will be top 4 at least, bro. Actually, yeah, based on this, we went through and looked, there was only like 1 or 2 other guys that were even, or okay, maybe 2. It was like 3 or 4 other guys that were even legends, but they were like tier 16 and 17 players or something. They didn't even unlock 19 yet, so hopefully they're not as strong. Didn't look like there's that much competition. Where's Dragmar at? Oh, he's at 1104. We'll see where... Hey, actually, I don't know. Does anyone know what he was at 1104 last time? I was expecting him to be my challenge. We'll see. We'll have to come back to there and see if he does any more waves. Magic Chris, nice to have you around. Blast to be here, mate. Do you ever hang out in J Plays or Spartans Discords? I'm sure you got your own as well. I think we've never spoke before. Yeah, no. I'm in those Discords and I'll read them sometimes. And I'll search them for things sometimes to get a feel on, like after the patches and stuff. It was interesting seeing the community's opinion on 28 back there. So I was kind of reading a little bit more then. But no, I don't really actively talk and participate in too many other Discords. I'm mostly in mine. I have my own Discord with a group of people, mostly viewers. I started the Discord for the guild in a guild chat. Back in the beginning of guilds, if you guys remember, the guild chat was awful. It was so buggy. The game would crash. It wouldn't update. There'd be nothing there when you click on the tab, or like it just wouldn't update for days, and then all of a sudden you'd have like 17 things said, and people going, "Hello, hey, why do I see my text?" And it was just like it was a buggy mess. So I was like, "Hey, do you guys want a Discord where you could talk in there?" So I made the Discord, and then kind of expanded it to the whole YouTube channel. And then now it's active enough with people in there. I chat with them all the time. So that's primarily where I'm at. Like I said, I do read. Spartan's not as much. So one reading is like it's not as fast. That's why I like mine. It doesn't have as. It's busy and active every day. There's new posts on every channel almost, like all the main channels. But there's not. It's not like 150 new replies in the last 5 hours, and I'm like, I can't keep up with it. That's one reason I didn't use the main Discord. And even Spartans started getting crazy, where it's just I couldn't keep up with what's going on. But J Plays is chill. I like to read it, but I don't usually talk in there. Do you think that there would be any negative in taking wall thorns higher in farm runs? Like maybe less ceiling from killing elites faster? I don't know. My wall thorns is max, so no. Let me think. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. So it seems like the faster it can kill things, the faster they respawn, right? So even if you kill something when your black hole or your golden tower is not up, it should resupply itself pretty soon. Because you can't respawn. Once you're at spawn cap, you're not respawning. Unless you're a hoarding strategy. So I think if you are doing a hoarding strategy, then maybe. But I don't do a hoarding strategy on permanent black hole. Everything's getting smashed by the orbs. So I went max wall thorns. I just joined your Discord. Hey, welcome. During the stream, it's kind of minimized and I'm not reading it, so I don't want to. Well, I guess we're safe. I can go look, make sure nothing's going on. Hello. Everyone in there's pretty chill and helpful. But some of them are in, I want to say a lot of them, it feels like, are in Europe. So a lot of the guys are be talking, and I get up in the morning and I'm like, oh look, a whole bunch of stuff happened tonight. Dinner time. Hope to talk to you another time. Good luck, bro. Not too busy for me at Spartans. He hang out in voice. So yeah, I don't hang out in the voice chat in there a lot, but we might start doing that. The boys were talking about that last night. I think shoot, there was like 4 or 5 of them were in the voice chat last night. I have a voice chat in my server, but we don't use it too much. Dinner time. Hope to talk to you another time. But yeah, good luck. Good luck. Good luck in your tournaments. I didn't ask how your tournament went, but hopefully you did a good job on your good tournament run, and enjoy your dinner. Have a good night. Chomp Chomp thinking of doing another run with negative mass projector. You think that'll help with raids? Bip, 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 bip. Yeah, maybe. Because they're just chilling there while getting smashed by the orbs, right? Or maybe not smashed, but they're getting tagged by them. We tagging the orbs over and over. Okay, let's see. If he's moved. Yeah, Dragmar is still going. Ah, he passed you. Okay, at least Lunchbox stopped. That guy, you're good. Yeah, we just don't know that guy. But see, you've been 2 tiers higher than that guy, so you're probably good from La Bamba. Same with that broski. That guy maybe tier fit, not even unlocked tier 19 yet. So that's not always a good 100% gauge on what they're gonna do, because you never know if they went back and tried it again. But every hit reduces the attack and speed by 1. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, and it's gonna hit them a lot, right? Because the rays are just kind of sitting out there where the orbs are at. But is the orbs your problem in... Or not the orbs. Is the rays your problem here? In tournament? You have a problem with the rays? I have a feeling it's going to be bosses later. Join your Discord. Hey, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of, we're chilling there. Not a whole lot. It's not as crazy as the main Discord or Spartans. His are kind of nonstop. A little overwhelming for me. I don't like a lot of crowds in real life. Especially the main Discord, man. That one was the fun. Like that one, I went there and was watching it on V28 launch day. It was in slow mode, and you still could barely keep up with reading it. The people were raging. They were raging. It was so funny. I was like, man, you guys are mad. It's just a game. It's just a game. And plus, like, I still can't believe like it's the 3% is great, or 3 times. I can't believe they did 5, and that was still an issue. Anyway, we don't need to rehash that, but man, it was a fun time. Since elite and bosses are the only problem, yeah. That's what we were saying, but I don't have problems with the elites, so I guess... Well, with less regen, maybe you might have more of a problem with the elites. Well, at least maybe with the rays I might. We're shredding them freaking scatters still. The Dimension Core sub assist is definitely nice for that. Because normally they don't get, that first hit doesn't hit them, so. Alright, let's see what we're doing to bosses. Plasma Cannon and Thorns, yeah, figured. So this is what I mean, like when you don't have Plasma Cannon resistance, and then you got Thorns resist, like, that's me. I'm that guy. And if we got to resist and by two things, like in Legends today, like I just don't want to go to Legends today. I'm kind of glad I'm down here in Champs. Yep, see there, same thing. I don't even have the level reductions aren't even doing diddly. You got killed by a scatter. Yeah, but you can't trust that. Like, Envy is always looking at my battle reports or in the tracking in the Discord, and he's like, "Look, scatters are killing you." And I'm like, "Bro, the scatter didn't break my wall. The scatter killed me because he was sitting on the wall when the boss broke it, or the rays. The rays broke it. I just happened to have a group of scatters chilling there. They got the last hit." But it depends on your build. New Paradise, welcome back, or what's up? I'm sure you welcome back to chat anyway. You're doing a lot better on your second run. Excellent. Good luck. When are you joining upcoming tournaments? So I don't have 100% set time with my schedule. If I do one on a Wednesday, it's going to be because something happened at work and they either sent us home early or for some reason I didn't go to work or whatever. If I do one on Wednesday during the day is only if I don't go to work. Otherwise, I might do one in the evening, but I only have a few hours after work because I get out at 6:30 and we got to be started by 8. So you got an hour and a half. So I feel sometimes I don't start them because depending what's going on, I have to be like going right away. Otherwise, it's a short stream. Because most of the time, by the time I get I get off work, I get dinner, we'll do clean up the house, whatever errand things I got to do, and then I'll have like 45 minutes before the end of the tournament. So it's like I don't feel like getting on stream for that. I might start doing it if I don't know, but Saturdays usually around the similar time, between 9 and noon. I know that's a wide berth, but it's usually sometime in the morning on a Saturday morning, 9 to noon. I'll start, and then the weekend. That's my weekend stream, unless there's something going on that weekend. If I have some plans or I need to go to, if I have something I need to do, then I'm not going to stream. If you're in the Discord, I have a little alert thing set up, the live stream. I'll do a tag, but I won't put it out too much in advance. Usually that morning, like a half hour, an hour beforehand, when I decide that, hey, I will stream today. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not like a set schedule one yet, because my schedule at work, at least with Wednesdays, doesn't permit it. But Saturday, I try to be fairly consistent and get one started in the morning. But just Wednesday, it's just iffy. What I usually was doing was starting them Wednesday morning, because I got a few hours before work. But that's not. I don't want to stream them usually because I'm getting ready for work while doing stuff. So I was running my tournaments usually then in between stuff and like drinking coffee and stuff. But I maybe can try to slip in a stream in the morning. I don't know. You ran Project or Pulsar Harvester, but boss was not getting many reductions, so I may try RB assist. Yeah, my only reason I don't go with RB here is because my chain lightning isn't doing anything to the boss anyway. That's the only thing that's going to help you with it. It's just thorns and pulsar or the cannon, plasma cannon. Now, if you are having trouble with those rays and stuff, it's kind of hard to gauge what the pulsar harvester was doing to them. But yeah, looking at your boss can kind of give you an idea. But really, your boss is dying probably faster than the ray. Like even mine, like that ray just flew in. He's chilling. We're already. Yeah, he didn't even last a wave. He didn't even last a full wave. So right now we're killing him pretty quick too, I guess. You got to 1700, didn't you? I think you said 1710. Let's go back up. Let me scroll all the way back because I think you were the first yeah, 1710. So they should start hurting soon, maybe. But you have half the regen idea. You said. I haven't even popped second one yet. So this will go for a little bit longer. We gotta keep an eye on Dragmar. Let's see. He's at 1259. I did put wave skip on, right? I Oh, you second guess everything. Whoops. Yeah. Good. Oh, I should have wrote down his number. Let me just do that now while I'm here. 1259, that's what it was. 1259. We'll come back to him. Whoa. I wonder if this is gonna do it. To 2000. This might, because I do have a lot more tools than the last time. I thought Protector Alt. Fujin, what's up? Welcome, broski. I thought Protector Alt ignored Black Hole. So no, I know that was a confusing one. So its ultimate effect affects all the other stuff, but it doesn't make the other stuff immune to the black hole, and they're, for whatever reason, they're not either. I don't know. So they get sucked into the black hole, but they still give their protector buff to everything else, but it's just chilling in the black hole. I used to be real confused on that back in the day too, because I was like, oh no, is it? But it doesn't make the other things immune to it like they normally would be, like a fast alt. It doesn't make the other things ulted, it just does this protector thing to them. But I don't know. Yeah, I was always wondering why that was the case back in the day. But yes, they get sucked up into the black hole. Their effect is still going. It's just nothing else is getting through. That's why if you do have a fast or a ranged or tanks or anything where they're ignoring the black hole, and then you still have protector alt with it, then it's not cool. No wonder these conditions are so good for Chomp Chomp. Yeah, that's what I was saying. These are not bad for EHP. It's pretty much perfect. The only thing that is, the armor a little bit is annoying, but it's not terrible. It's only, 100 hits? Or 96 for me. Because my Labadoo. But yeah, those first 100 hits, no big ski. That's on the elites and the bosses, I guess, too. I imagine the bosses are affected by have armor, so armor bosses, yeah. But 100 hits got to be so quick. I wonder if they're being stripped before they even hit the tower. If they get armored. That is an interesting one. I never thought about that. I wonder if tanks get armored. Because if they got to the tower while it was still on, that wouldn't be good. Oh, those scatters got through. You saw that? The scatters slipped right in and just... I must not have been paying attention the last few times they were doing that. But they finally making it through. $13.10. Keeping an eye on the competition. My 10T wall ain't tanking anything at wave 1500. Oh, 10 trillion? Yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it. Not at 1500. Not without some massive crowd control, or maybe some damage resistance, or just straight up glass cannon guys can do it. They don't need no wall. They don't need no stinking wall, they say. Me, though, wall is life. We'll be past the 1700. So yeah, I think we're probably 1950. Yeah, 2000. So normally we can get about an extra 100 150 waves after second wind is up. So no, only GC here. Wall is only for thorns. Only GC here. Wall is only... So wall is for energy shield. Or wall is just an extra energy shield, basically, right? Because I know even when I do my... If I don't use Sharp Fortitude, and I put on like Space Displacer when I was trying like a inner landmine run, the wall would just pop with one hit to a boss. Like it wasn't even there. I mean, later in the waves. And it, not even that much later, just kind of like halfway through where I would normally get. But since the second win is not activated yet, and we're already over 17, we just might get to 2K. Chompers may be right. Chomp may be right. I had a guy in my guild that was named Chompers, and in what game was that? It's either WoW or UO. Chompers. Where was? Darn it! I think it was UO. Old school, can't think. Back in the day, he had an alligator profile too. Oh, there's some more protectors, and they're just gonna go die. Bye, guys. All right. I can see lag spikes hitting, though. I don't like that. Yeah, but see, even these protector shields, I was just trying to remember. I was like trying to think what the third thing was. It's just the black hole damage immunity, but black hole damage ain't that big of a deal. Knockwave and shockwave resistance don't really affect EHP anyway. Well, permanent black hole EHP anyway. Nods Domingo, what's up? How you doing? Welcome back. Good to see you. Not sure if that's pronounced just Nahads, or is that N silent? I'm not sure, but welcome back, broski. Good to see you. We are nearing the end of the journey today. We are on our way to breaking probably 2K. Chomp called it right off the bat. He's like, "You're gonna get past 2K." I was like, "What? I don't know, bro. 22 or 2020 is my highest wave count, and the battle conditions were just good, perfect for that. But they're pretty good for this too. It's pretty good for this too. The armor doesn't seem to be making a difference on the elites at this time, where it doesn't seem to be doing anything. And since we have second wind even activated, we got a while to go still. Look at that. Most of that scatter died before he got to the wall. I think that's where the protector's shield that was up right there. You can see like the scatters. That's probably what's happening, is they're just getting right through. Yeah, right there's a good example. When they weren't inside the shield, I was killing them at the orb line. But once they're in the protector shield, they can get through. The knockback resistance is what I'm assuming. No, maybe not, because that group of scatters just slipped on through. It doesn't really matter. They don't do a whole lot of damage even now. Can still regen them. You are past me in waves now. Yeah, I remember you said 1710, right? And second wind's not even activated. So typically, I've mentioned before, second wind's what, 125, 150 waves extra usually, once second wind activates. In Champions, not necessarily in Legends. So I think I'll be able to hit that probably, because second wind's not going to go off. And that also depends on conditions. It just depends on how far we are going. Because usually that's where like second wind goes off at like 1 or like 1100 and 1200, and then I make it at like 14 or something. Basically, looking at it, we just need to keep the stuff off, like the elites off long enough it can regen back before the next boss. Oh no, we're taking damage before our boss actually right there, so there was enough. That ray was tickling. Easy 2k. Yeah, we're gonna probably hit the 2k. So we might be getting a new PB. I don't want knock on wood though. Oh yeah, I keep saying that every week. I'm like, I'm knock on wood, but I ain't got any wood. Someone knock on wood for me. I have some like fake wood over here, and then I got a glass. Like I have a desk, but it's got like this piece of glass on top of the desk, so it hides the wood. Which at first I didn't like, but a glass desk is so awesome. If you guys ever get a chance to, like, someone left it. Like, I had an old roommate one time, and then he moved out and just left his desk, and I was like, well, I'm gonna take that. But it's so nice that it's easy to clean. If you spill anything on it, I don't know, glass is just not all grimy and dingy after like 10 years, like my wood desks always would get. But I'm sure it was expensive initially, a big piece of glass like that on it. I ain't gonna buy it. Let's see, 1800. Let me look at my sheet. And then where's the guy at? What is his name? Dragmar. Oh, he's 14, so he's still going. 14, 13. Just making a note. He's the only competition we got that I remember. We looked through everybody, and that's what he was the only one that was high. We're not going to go through every single guy again. I just want to check the sleepers. Just check the sleepers. Make sure they ain't sleeping. Well, make sure they're not sleeping on me. My competition. HBK, what's up? Welcome, HBK. What's going on, bro? How's your day? I think you already ran, right? But you're up in Legends. You guys are Legends. I don't remember if you got keys or not this time, though, right? I know it was rough out there this time in the Legends bracket. I don't want to be there. Let me go scroll up here. Did you post your run? You didn't post your run yet, bro. How you doing? Was it good? Oh, wait, no. I think you're going to run later. You usually run later in the evening. Not yet. Need to get it done. Been a long day. Yeah, I remember. I know you usually are busy on the weekends. Always something. Got that family to take care of. What? He ain't in here though, so we'll shout out to him later. Nice. Okay. Not yet. Need to get it done. Are we looking at taking a top 50 spot? Oh, I don't know about that. The 2020 rank was 75. That's my best. So I've hit top 75 once in champions. We're just happy to be here and be getting stones. Let's see how the guy's looking. 1433, so he's still moving. Let me update my page. 1433, just making a note on what Dragmar is doing. Dragmar is our competition. Nobody else can get up to us. What up, 2-year guy? Aw, he's only a tier 18. He's super casual too, I guess. I'm gonna be hitting 2 years in like 6 months. So I got a while to go still. Wait, I just realized it's June. So 4 months. So I'm getting there. I'll get my 2-year trophy soon. Or a relic or whatever. How much was that one? What'd you get for that? Let me go back and look at that again. Crit factor. Okay. I mean, crit factor's cool though. What's mine at? 200. So yeah, I got some crit factor. But the damage isn't enough to make it meaningful. Hi Ethan, how's it going? Max Green here. What's up? Welcome, broski. I was gonna call you WSM. But hey, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I hope your day is going well. I think I always ask everyone if you did your tournament, but I don't think I saw you post yours. Everyone, let me scroll through the turn. Yeah, you didn't post one today. How you doing? Did you do your tournament yet? I see Nahad got 1935. Let's go. If you're still there watching. Oh, you are. Well, you were here a few minutes ago. I can see your history still there saying 2K waves. But yeah, I do 1935. Let's go, bro. I'm going to probably pass you, I think, maybe. We're going to see. My second one's coming up. And like I was saying before, usually about 100, 150 waves. So you might be able to get a little higher than you did. Maybe. I don't know. Unless you were still running. Let me scroll back up. That was the end result. Yeah. So you were definitely in first by a comfortable margin. Your next guy was 1792. Hopefully that everyone's done running and shakes out there for you. Yes, but you're sitting at 15. One sleeper. Oh no! Is the sleeper a good guy? A good guy. Is he like a strong guy? prior top 15 player. Dutch C4K best tower streamer. What up? I don't know if I'm the best, but I'm trying to get to be a tower streamer. Some of the other guys are a little bit more professional about it than I am. They've been doing it like Bonzo and Tags. They do it all the time, every stream. They're the champs. But I'm gonna try to pick up my game this summer. I could do Saturdays. I'm gonna try to at least get every Saturday, and if not, Wednesday evenings when I can. We are close, guys, to the losing the second win finally. CL activated now. Yeah, I turned CL on already. That's been activated. Magic Chris. I started taking damage. I can't remember, 1500 or something. But once we max out Death Wave health, we can throw Chain Lightning on. That's only off when we're trying to keep the mobs, keep the trash mobs alive, so that we can hit them with Death Wave. Yes, best place was 9th. Oh no! Hopefully he sleeps and doesn't wake up, because that happens sometimes. You get people who forget. They forgot. They happened to Zephyr. You guys know, if you watched him last week or whatever, he didn't mean to. He just got home late from work. All right, here comes second win. And then a few brackets back, too, a month ago maybe, Insomnia was in one of my brackets, and he just destroyed us. I think it was like 3,000 and something. But he also ran out and forgot. He didn't get home in time, I mean. Not necessarily forgot, but if I slowed the game speed down, I think we'd do a little better. But we ain't slowing it down yet. We still got a whole second win to go. Maybe. We're going to get wall back at this rate. Come on, there it goes. That was like crazy. Alright, see, look how much it's regenning, though. This is where we're going to see if we can even get another 100 waves. Ooh. In fact, I'm going to turn it down a little bit, just because it gets hectic. I want to be able to keep an eye on stuff. I guess it's only going to be when the scatters really hit the wall. I got to be keeping an eye on it. All right, let me get back to predicted 8th for the tournament. Well, good luck. Oh, so yeah, you already joined your bracket. Okay, I haven't looked at my prediction, but I'm going to assume it's going to be 1, maybe 2. Has Dragmar still going? No, Dragmar has stopped. That has not updated since the last time I clicked it. 1433. So we'll come back to that. I don't know if we're going to hit 2K, to be honest, guys. From my experience, once the second... Look at, see, we're taking damage. We're taking look at this. Look at the damage. Look at it. But then it just... I can regen with... There's a little bit of breathing room. So that's the only... This is why full Death Wave hit points makes a difference. Because if you just intro sprint to 1800 and I have like 10Q, those little bits of spikes can like hit that 10Q and drop and kill me. So with the 100Q, it takes a lot to get up before I can regen it back. So that's why we definitely want to build the Death Wave. This is the way. Yeah, we'll see here. We're going to see. It just depends how long we can stay at full. Once they start hurting me and I can't regen back to full, that's when it's gonna... When does overheat kick in on champs? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Does it tell you somewhere in here where? Oh. So, the overheat is only on skip delays. I guess I would say wave 1, but it's 0.096. It's only on skip delays and war bosses. My skip delays are 0 now, or whatever. So yeah, there's no heat on champs that we got to worry about. Max, let's see. 786 and 15. Nice. Whoa, that'd be nice that holds on. Because look at the one right above you. Not Milkman, but Tempest. Ooh, that's a rough. I don't. 512 is in 20 seconds, so I can't imagine 700 is too much above that. Oh yeah, I guess yours has 400s down there and 21 too. So it's just rough. It's just rough in that bracket, or it's just rough in the legends right now. Whoa, look at that. Look at that life. Whoo, that scatters just tore it up. Over 20Q. Whoa. This is what I mean. I don't know if we're going to get to 2K. So here's a time when maybe scatter amp would be good. I'm going to turn it down a little bit more. Phew, that was like 20, did about 20, I was at 20Q in my life. So I only got a couple, I only got a couple times I can handle that before it pops. Oh, here goes Half-Life. Look at the over half. Man, yeah, we're not going. We're not going to make it to 2K, guys. We may not even pass Snad. Like I was in the beginning, like, yeah. So roughly 100 waves is what I was saying. When did we pop that? It was 25? 1825-ish. Do you do a few? I don't have anything in Chain Thunder, actually. Someone told me to do that last weekend and I forgot. That's a good. They were like, just put 1 or 2 levels in it, and I was like, oh yeah, good idea, and I never did it. I should probably do that. But it's okay. We're in first place, so that's okay. And I'm not suspecting anyone else to pass us at this rate. You could do the health card toggle. Oh yeah, you are not wrong on that. All right, we'll do that next time. I mean, I could do it right now, but it's only, what, 5 Qs. I ain't worried about it. But yeah, you're right. We're going to... Good call. I learned that a few weeks ago. All right, here comes the scatter. Here he comes. Nope, he's going to stay out there. Come on in. You're the next contestant. All right, so I guess it only makes... That scatter didn't even get through. Look. What? So it had to have been a protector shield hit the scatter, maybe? It's not the speed. I put it down to 2 times before that happened last time. So here comes a new scatter. Let's see what happens here. He's coming in. See, he's making it. He's just a stronger scatter than the other guy. Oh, and they hit it. And they're tearing me up. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, look at it. Oh, my goodness. The carnage. Oh, the agony. I don't see another one. I gotta keep an eye out. Make sure another scatter don't come while that is off, because that would not be good. All right, where is the health? Boom. Okay, and bam! Now we're at 100 Q. Let's go. Zephyr, what's up? How's the tournament going? Oh, we're just gonna try to survive a few more waves. We're gonna get first place probably, but 2020 is the best. Oh, here comes the scatters again. So I need to get scatter amp, I think, so I can kill them a little faster. Oh, good. They didn't hurt that time. Whew. We might hit 2K. Death penalty. Yeah, death penalty is what I'm using. And if I can get a death penalty on a boss, we're good. Or even a scatters. That'd be nice. If we death penalty the first scatter, does that get rid of all the babies too? I don't know. That's cool. FR. What's the FR? FR. For real? I was going to say like another 100 waves and you're probably guaranteed first. Oh no, everyone else has stopped. We are first, I think. Looking through the stats, this guy was the only one that was my worry, and it's loading slow. But he's the only one, it's not loading at all. He's the only one I was worried about. And then Chris. I was worried a little about Chris, but Chris fell too. Chris fell. He was supposed to get third. Chris, oh, my broski. Next time. Level 10 on scatter amp, and you'll never see a scatter again. I mean, that's if you have good damage, maybe. I only look at 14Q. Woo! 14Q seems really low. It is big Q though, but it feels like that's low. You know what? I think it's amp strike. Without amp strike on, that doesn't. Yeah. For real. Swap H key card is a thing. Yeah, I learned that a few streams ago. So, if you notice what happened there was, you just basically you know how long it takes to regen 1.5 or 100 Q of life, compared to what was it 20 Q of life? It's the same health bar when you swap the card off. So then you just let it regen. How much is it without it? 20 Q. Here, I don't want to do it yet because I got a scatter up. There we go. So. Yeah, 8Q, not even 20Q. So you can regen 8Q way faster and then put your health back on. And now I have a 100Q. It's the EHP cheesy way. Yeah, I can't remember who told me last week or 2 weeks ago. And someone showed me a tournament 2 weeks ago. I was like, wait, what? That's a thing? That is amazing. Man, I would be in 8th in your bracket. 8th? Is that a good thing or bad thing? I'm not sure where you... I can't remember where you said you were in your bracket. But yeah, that sucks. Chris fell. Chris Broskis. Is it going to let me load? Yeah, here we go. We loaded again. So he was the only guy I was worried about, realistically. Yeah, look, I can't believe these guys... See, this is where we were talking about, like, you just can never tell based on someone's build. Because based on Chris, you hit assist modules, whether you've unlocked them or not and actually purchased them. The fact that you could get to tier 1940 is a significant milestone. And then yet this bro here that never even got out of tier 17, he's able to get a little further with these conditions. So, it's so hard to judge based on that. You know how hard it is? Well, you guys, anyone that's done it knows how hard it is to get wave 40 in tier 19. Even doing the cheese, it's hard. Sorry, I gotta stand up. My leg is killing me. Sitting too long. It's a good thing I'm gonna get kicked out of T15 in mine. Or get kicked out of 15th? Oh no. Wait, are you... You know, 15th only really matters when you're getting keys and legends, right? So. Wait, weren't you talking about getting keys? Or that must have been someone else? I'm mixing up conversations, I think. Let me speed this back up a little bit. We can't be here all night. Or all afternoon. I mean, I don't need to slow it down that much. It's not this detrimental to... We're going to be first place. It's just 100 waves. If we can do another 100 waves somehow, which I don't know, which is with the way that last scatter hit so hard, if we can get another, it'd be a personal best. I just don't know with how hard the scatters... It's if they get protector shields or not, I guess. Like, look, that one got through. He's wrecking me. Come on, scatter. Quick Nike, what's up? Finally caught a stream. Hope all's going well. Hey, bro, good to see you. Hope all's going well for you as well. Yeah, we're going to we're on the quest to 2K. That's our goal. Even though I don't know 100%, we've already lost our second wind, and once we've already went way over 50% hit points lost with a scatter that got through, and I'm pretty sure it was protector shielded was the reason he just sat on the tower. It must have been just sitting on the tower. We'll see what the next ones do, but so far we're doing pretty good. We might get to 2K. I'll cross my fingers. 2020 is my personal best, so if we can somehow get to that, it'd be cool. But I'm not too stressing it. We're in first place, and I don't think anyone below us has a chance, so we're probably good. This is all academic from here, as they say. It's just for funsies. I turned it down just a little bit because of this. Look, it goes pretty quick. Like once or twice earlier, it went way over half, and it just, if you ain't paying attention, wall is going down when you ain't looking. One thing that sucks about the scatters being the thing that's hurting me right now is the nuke isn't really viable to do anything. Nuke can stop a boss and save you from that, but it ain't saving you from scatters. It's just gonna make more of them usually. Oh, I got two coming in at once. Just want to pause this in case I need to throw up demon mode. Man. Okay, not even getting to half that time. The speed could be helping a little bit. Turn it back up. We got one scatter left. Boom. Few in run boss stat. Few in run boss stat. What do you mean? Few in run boss stat. I think I'm gonna get first place too. Good luck. Awesome. Here comes another scatter. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need to work on scatter amp, I think. You know, you see, like when I was doing all these Legends tournaments this year in spring, I was like, yeah, Legends don't matter. You don't see scatters. You know, you see one scatter now and then, big deal. But I know if I'm gonna ever get further along in anything, I'm gonna need to annihilate those jokers before they do this. Quit scratching my tower. Alright, come on, die. Oh, there's another one. I bet we have time. Yeah, I bet we still have time before he gets to me. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit, guys. Just for funsies. I just gotta make sure we do this before the next boss. Okay. I probably would have regened everything before the scatter got to me anyway, but we were just making sure. Will help in farm 2? Will help in... What do you mean, what help in farm 2? I'm sorry. I'm not sure what I was talking about. Yeah. I'm surprised the difference from switching just one module. Yeah, that's my what am I thinking of? That's what I was saying about my last tournament. I only did one run, really. I did an intro sprint and then one real run. And I've noticed from the tournaments and the previous tournaments, you know, you guys have seen some of them on stream, where like my 5th run and stuff's usually the better one. And swapping out, yeah, sometimes just swapping out a module can make a huge change. Sometimes just swapping out 2 or 3 cards can make a huge difference too. It just depends on the conditions and what you're doing. I find some of them, like if you swap between Pulsar Harvester or RB, if I put on Restore bonus, I've noticed that that has helped a lot depending on some of the conditions. Scatter Amp. I don't run Chain Lightning in farming, so it wouldn't really do too much there. Woo, here we go. Look at all them scatters. Come on, don't do this to me at the this close to this 2K. Oh, here comes a new scatter too. I don't think I have time to swap it. I don't want to do it. I don't have. It'll be too. I should have done it. I should have done it. I could still do it. No, I can't now. I waited too long. One broke. There's no boss. We are at 71, so we got time. I'm gonna try it. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. If he moves up any, I'm gonna pause this. Okay, they're moving up. They're moving up. Okay, and let's go put it back on. All right, there's 90. There's 9. Now we got 91Q. Whew. I'm over here playing these freaking toggle games with my card for no reason. It's not like there's anyone I'm trying to beat. I just want to get to 2K. This is where more health helps, since you can still regen it with the card swap. Yeah. That's what I was telling. I've been talking with Mindax in Discord, and he's always like, he doesn't care about his health. He's like, whatever, I'm not getting. He doesn't worry about doing health dis-ons and stuff because he needs regen. And I'm like, that's true in farming. That's true in a tournament early on, but once you get your regen cards, that health is going to be a big deal. Because once you're maxed out on regen, he's not maxed on regen yet. But I was like, once you get maxed on regen, you definitely want some health. And here's a perfect example of that, because what was I at? Like, they did like 70 Q worth of health in like a few seconds. Right there was 40 Q. Alright, heater down. I'm gonna keep doing the toggle for now, guys, because you know we want to hit 2K. You can greed, not much risk there. Yeah, I like to do it even if there is some risky business. But no, there's no one I'm trying to beat. Now I'm just trying to beat myself. Whoops. Come on, clicking stuff too fast. This one. Oh, people are still moving. Whiskas is still moving. Look at that. I thought, okay, let's write down his. He's at 14.99. He didn't move for a good minute. He took a pause and went and ate lunch or something. He was in between them for a good minute. All right. Now he might have just been moving when we weren't looking. So now we got more competition still moving. I don't think he's gonna. Whiskas can't get 2K. Whiskas cannot get 2K. You cannot. Crazy strat. 2K should be good now, I reckon. Yeah, isn't that crazy, HBK? Someone showed me that a few tournaments ago. They were like in the streams. I can't remember who it was, but they're like, hey, take off the card when you're in between. And I'm like, wait, what? That one was bosses wrecking us. And it works perfect for boss waves. Perfect for the late boss waves, because the boss will, get you almost dead. This is in a Legends tournament. And then before the next boss gets there, you just heal up. Bosses aren't doing nothing to me right now. Which makes me confident that, like, I'm going to buff up that scatter amp for sure now, I feel like. Because I don't farm with Chain Lightning, so whatever. I know people talked about it being like an early foot gun or whatever. Like you don't want to get it too high because it'll mess up your farming if you're farming with Glass Cannon and Chain Lightning later. But, like, I don't know that I'm ever going to do that. So I don't know if I'm going to... I mean, I don't know. I don't even want to go to Glass Cannon for tournaments. I can't imagine going to do it in farming. I'm gonna rerun with that trick for fun. It won't get. Oh yeah, I forgot with your giant 1Q hit points. You were talking about how you just can't. That's shoot. Oh whoa 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 whoa. All right, let's take a breather. Whew. That was fast. But yeah, with your 1Q hit points, man, that would be a great. You're gonna be like. What does it drop to when you take the card off, though? You're still going to have like 100 Q or something, probably. Oh, no, a new one's coming in still. Oh, no. Alright, it's just one. Just one. We got 40 Q hit points. He's in a protector thing, though, so that's not good. Well, actually, that's not... I don't know. I'll say that's just going to make them throw themselves on my wall and just kill itself quicker. Because I can't push them back. No, and a new one's coming in. Stop it. Why didn't he get shot right away? Do I have bosses first? I do have bosses first. Forget that crap. Who cares? It can affect cells later. Yeah, that's what... I didn't really notice it too much. I ran them all as tests before and didn't notice a loss of stuff. Sorry, I'm just kind of concentrating. I want to make sure... Okay. That looks good. I don't think these guys are going to kill me. Wait, what wave am I at? 94. Is there a boss next wave? No, that's in Legends. Okay, good. They just killed off a few more. We're going to do the quick toggle. Whoa, something hit it. They're hitting it. Stop hitting it. I need a regen. I need to put the card back on. There's only one left. Something hit the shield. I did it again. Darn it. All right, stop hitting it. All right, that's good enough. If I keep waiting, I'm going to keep losing my opportunity to get a big chunk of it back. Cane Boy, wishing you the best of luck. Thanks, bro. Welcome. We got first place probably. I'm just playing card games. We're just playing card games, trying to get over 2K. And it looks like we just did it. So we're gonna break my record. My record's 2020, and we still got demon mode. So demon mode's good for 15 waves, right? At least, not counting wave skips. Ooh. And then usually, from my experience too, once we use that demon mode, we still usually go a little bit after that. Because as you know, it's only a fluke. Every few waves, they do a significant amount of damage. Otherwise, some of these don't do any damage. It's just something happens and they are critting the crap out of me or something. I don't know why they are changing their mind. Like right now, when he see that those are hitting me and not, they're just tickling me, not doing anything. Look at them. Why sometimes one of them comes in and look, that just took 2 scatters, barely got scratched. What's up with that? Someone explain that one? And then I'll take 1 scatter later, and it's going to go to like 40 Q off. Like something's fishy. And I don't have a black hole gap, so it ain't that. I don't think so anyway. I haven't been paying attention. I shouldn't need package chance. I used the calculator. I should have like 101% right now, uptime. With 49% package. Yeah, 49. Just put the card... Wait, just put on the card when it shoots and then take it off when it's about to shoot again. Man, I am not that ballsy. Yeah. It happens too quick. Sometimes I'll be reading the chat, talking with y'all, and the next thing I know, to corner of my eye, I see the bar flying up. Ah! I can't imagine trying to finagle that hard. This turn he didn't have a crippling battle sword company, so I think first may be secure for me. Nice. Yeah, no, I'm only doing it because 2020 is my personal best, so I wanted to see, can we break the record? Otherwise, I wouldn't give a crap, because we're probably still in first place if we just let it go. But Look, here's a good example again. All them scatters just got annihilated and they're not touching me. They ain't even breaking the knockback. Look at this. Let me speed this up a little bit. I just realized we're at 1.5 time. Told you it would hit 2K. Yeah, Chomp Chomp called it. I've been saying that all stream. I know you dipped out for a little bit, but I was telling everyone, I'm like, Chomp Chomp says I'm going to get to 2K. We'll see. That's nano management. Incoming PB, or PB incoming, yep. How many level skips did we get? Oh, 200, I'm going to guess. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. 236 and 213. Because remember, they get to 0 pretty quick. So. We're going down. We got 2 big scatters there. Or not, we're going down. We're going down on speed, I meant to say. That's a lot of scatters. Come on, guys. Give me a break. Let me check something here. Yeah, we do have slow aura on. Let's see. We got slow aura. We could put fortress on. But we got intra sprint, so we can't really swap that. Landmine stun will leave. Yeah, no, we're good. We're just going to stay with what we got. Okay. I mean, Fortress is only a little bit of dabs, but, you know, if you could shave off any extra damage we can take, shoot, I'll take it right now. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. We're going to pass 220. The whole point was to pass 2020, and we're doing it. Oh yeah, let's see about where competition's at. 15-18. Broski is still running. Let me write that down. 15-18. 4 more. Strom, welcome back, Strom. Let's go. Yeah, Broski. New PB. But we're going to see what, how far though? How far? There's a lot of scatters. There's a lot of scatters on the screen. There's a lot of scatters. That's a lot of scatters. There's 30Q left. There's 28Q. There's 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 24. Okay. Is there any more left? We got 1. He won't hurt me enough. Let's do it. Boom. I don't know. I got 1 Q. I don't like that. We still got demon mode, though. Worst case. Alright, he hit me, but that's okay. The rays. Oh, yeah. There's 2 rays. There's one in here. The ray just blasted me, man. Alright. Alright. Let's not play that game for a second. I'll see when that ray drops. I'd rather do it while the scatter's here than the ray. Holy crap. Alright, we're at least at the PB. Alright, the ray's dead. Oh, there's another ray. Darn it! Son of a biscuit. We'll just have to regen naturally then. Until he's dead. Come on, there you kill yourself. Alright, I don't think there's one hidden in there. No. Alright, so now we can do the dealio. Oh, he's a scatter, not a ray. Okay, and then we're full. Cane Boy, I love seeing EHB compete in Champs and Legends. Yeah, all right, me too. We'll be back in Legends next week or next Wednesday. I really want to. Hopefully, we can stay next Wednesday because I have a trouble streaming on Wednesdays. I work during the week and I don't have very much time after work. Very short window. So, Saturday is my stream day, pretty much, that I have free. But the pattern I've been on, it's like Champion, fall out of Legends, go to Champions, fall back to Legends, or wait, sorry, go to Legends, fall to Champions, go to Legends, fall to Champions, you know, back and forth, back and forth. So it's not fun. I don't get any Legend streams lately on the weekend. I like doing Legend streams because, one, they're a little bit shorter. Like, what are we at? Like 4 hours or 3? 3 is not bad. Last time we went almost 5 hours. Because I don't have too much to do today, so it's not a big deal. But usually I got some stuff I got to do and get my weekend chores done. But I'd like to get some champion ones because then we can do multiple runs. We can try different builds, swap out the cores, things like that. I like to chat with people and give me some ideas. What core should we try this time? And we'll go back and do it again. You can't really do that on a 2K champion run unless you want to be streaming all day and spend 8 hours. And the other problem is it's not so much streaming for 4 hours. I mean, it's fun hanging out with you guys, especially while there's people here watching, then that's cool. But while I'm streaming or while I'm running these, you're not farming, you know? So it's like, do I want to spend 8 hours in a day freaking rerunning champions over and over for different build ideas when we could be farming? Because that's huge on your farm. But the do Legends, you know, you can swap in and out. It only takes like 15-20 minutes, so we're good. Magic Chris says, GG. Are you out of here? Or are you just saying GG because you noticed I passed my thing? I passed my PB. We're on a new PB. And we are going for the high score of, I'm going to say, my new goal right now, we're going for 2,100, guys. Let's go. We got at least 15 from a, what's it called? From my experience, we throw on demon mode, we'll get about 15 waves. And then once demon mode's off, we'll still get 15, 20 more waves sometimes at least. I've had a couple runs where you get another 50 waves out of it after demon mode. Because as you notice, like, look, we're flying up. Like, we almost died back there earlier where I paused it. And then we go for all these waves where it's just chill. So, whoa, look at them all. Okay, let me go back. Grats on PB. When is second win coming back? Yeah, when did second win break? I should have wrote that down. 18 something. So no, it's not going to be back anytime soon. 20Q. 20Q life. Can that... Oh, there's so much. Oh, they're all gone. Is there any rays? I don't see any rays. Just the vampire. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to risk it for the biscuit. Oh, we can't. The boss is there. Alright, boss, kill yourself. Alright. Now we'll do it. Just because if we die with him off, or whatever, we got our PB. We're just going to see if we can get to 21. That'd be crazy if I hit 2,100. When's second one coming back? You can click on the wave info. Oh, yeah. 219 waves. It was 18 something. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. So 219. We're not gonna. It's not gonna come back. No. But we might get to 21. That'd be insane. What is it? HBK that said top 50? That'd be awesome. So far, my best is 75. But I don't know what the other brackets are looking at. Let me go look inside of some channels real quick. Those are all legends. Oh yeah, Nads is at 1935. Everyone's in legends in my Discord, so I don't see any other champ pictures. except for Nads. Whoa, 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 whoa. I look away and look at them all. 20. Or 18, I mean. That's way too many. And there's a new one. Should we demon mode it? We can't nuke it, because nuke doesn't do anything. Here, let's... let's see. I've seen champ brackets with 2.6 for first. Yeah, I have been in for... I'm just saying, like, this current bracket. What is the high end looking like, I wonder? Unless you mean this one, like you've seen it in this current tournament, you've seen that bracket, because that's crazy. 2100 would be crazy. Yeah, it would be, but we're not gonna get there, I don't think, because look how many scatters we got, and we're at 18Q left. Don't jinx me. I'm holding first with 2072. Nice, 2072. Let's go. I'm gonna try to catch you. I'm gonna try to catch. I don't know. I ain't gonna do it, dude. There's no way. I gotta kill them. Yeah, this is the one. All right. We gotta demon mode it. There's just too many. There's no way. Look, they're still spawning. Yeah, those would have popped it by now. There's no way. All right, speed this up. I'm not gonna, Cane Boy. I want to see past me. Good luck. You want to? All right, that's 22 waves. We'll see. 20 waves to go. It's swap while in demon mode. Yeah, I could. I thought about it, but I knew I'm gonna regen before demon mode's up. That always happens when you got 69 trillion regen and your wall regen's 30. 1818 is average for first and champs. 972 is in the 75th percentile. 2321 95th. Okay, yeah, so crazy. We ain't hitting that. We might get 2070 real quick. All right. We're on the home stretch. We got no more backup support. We are on our own. Well, we got the nuke, but that barely counts. The nuke usually causes more trouble than it helps. Like, I'm like, oh no, I'm losing life. Blow it up with the scatter there, and then it just dumps a ton more scatters on you, and you're like, ah. You just got to kind of time the nuke to pop when you have most of the babies are up. Then it'd be useful. This is starting to look like a plat. You mean the plat run? Yeah. All right, we're full again. So I guess we are going to pass 2072 maybe? Right there with Cane Boy. Oh yeah, let me go take a look at my competition real quick. And we'll pause it because I don't want to mess anything up. What? Dragmar's still going? How do these guys do that? Or why, I should say, do these guys do that? Like, he stopped for, like, I don't know, over a half an hour. I guess he took a break. He's like, let me pause it. I'm going to go eat lunch. I'll come back. And then he starts going again. That's crazy. So we might still have to worry about him. He was the only guy I was worried about. I don't know if he'll get to 2K, though. It depends if he's ever hit 2K before. In Plat, you can get 2K waves today with Fast Alt and not promote. What? Average for Plat? Man. Forget platinum. I remember my last platinum tournament. I was mad. I'd fallen out of champions to platinum, and I was like, never again. So I unlocked Chain Lightning, and it worked. And all of a sudden, I started getting like 15th in champions every time, and no more getting down there. Oh, they're hurting. They're tickling me again. Oh, we just passed you, Kane. I'm sorry, broski. I know you said you wanted to see me pass, but... oh yeah, I'm not in your bracket anyway, right? So that don't matter. Let's see. He's still moving. Oh, I didn't write down his number. 1530. So 1518 is not moving anymore. Whiskey's is done. Although I said he was done last time, and then he freaking came back from lunch break. All right. Celebrate. Let's go. Go. Yeah, we're going to hit to 21. Let's go. 25 waves? I don't think so. These scatters are just too... Here they are. Here they come. Should I nuke them? There's enough little baby scatters. I don't think they're going to hurt me yet. I think we're good. We're going to definitely need to do the trick. 13Q, that's enough. I can nuke them and then do it. Let's try it. Nuke. All right, yes, there's only 2 left. 2 little ones and 2 little ones here. And everything else is gone. I want to swap it right now, but I want one of them to die at least. One of those scatters kill themselves. Oh, there's a ray. Why did that ray have to show up right now? Son of a biscuit. I don't want to do it with the ray there. It's just one ray, though. I can't imagine that one ray is going to hurt that bad. Nope, I was wrong. I can't imagine, I said. Well, that was the end of that. I just... oh, well. I was going to... Oh, man. That was not good. Alright, let's go back to the chat. Maybe they do the trick, people thinking it is safe and surpass them. Yeah, well, 1500, I think it went to lunch. I want to add BC combos could really change the outcome. Last tournament, champs had... Yeah. That's what I was saying. It really depends on what the tournament combinations are. Sometimes just one... You put 2 things together, and it's like just fast on their own, not that bad most of the time, but you throw fasts and like ranged, like in Legends last week, fast and ranged together was 2 things that were ignoring my wall. I just couldn't keep up and get them. I just could not shoot them. But if it was like one thing, not ignoring wall, sorry, ignoring the PBH. If it was just one thing ignoring the PBH, that'd have been fine. But it was, I wonder if I had Wormhole Redirector on as assist, that might have helped. 2080! Laugh my ass off. Rip wall. Yep. I was risking it for the biscuit, and I shouldn't have, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. But then again, at 2Q, he blasted me for over 2Q. I had 10Q. It's possible he could have broke it even if I didn't take it off, but I doubt it. Dragmar is still running. I don't like that at all. Let's go to the tower placement predictions and see what they think I'm going to do, because I didn't even look at that. Let's see. Placement analysis. Oh, it's not... well, that's... Yeah, hold on. Let me... Where's... I'm on the wrong thing. Sorry. Live bracket. Somebody else may have already looked. I don't know. And 25% would have done nothing. Yeah. No, I know. No, I think the OH did a lot of the work with scatters for... Yeah, you're probably right. 25% package health would have done nothing. That's probably true. I think you should have let the Ray get tagged by FB first. What? I didn't let it get hit? No, you're probably right. I didn't. Let's check the standings. Oh. Okay, so it looks like they are predicting me to be first place, but they think La Bamba is going to be second. He stopped at 1,000. He's been there for a while at 1,000. He hasn't moved in 2 hours or something. Or, well, at least an hour. He hasn't moved in that. He's been at 1,000 for a long time, and he's projected to get second. Isn't this crazy? That's just how things... And then Chris over here in 6th, he's projected to be 13th. So yeah, it just really depends on the bracket or the conditions. But yeah, so new PB though, at least 2080. I'm gonna be safe. I have a feeling looking at these other guys in the bracket, they've not hit. None of them have been over 1500 before. In fact, this is Dragmar's new PB. He's only been to 1575 before, so he just did his new PB too. Whiska's has only been to 1428, it says, so he's new PB too. So yeah, this is PBs all around for the brackets, but I'm the better one. Anyway, let's go back over here. Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. I am not going to run that again. We've already been streaming for what, 3.5 hours. We'll go ahead and get equipped for some fetch some bounty for some farming. Is it time to try a T19? Yeah, so Master CW, if you guys saw my video where I mentioned I got tier 18 milestone. That's not the right button. Well, I can get tier 19 for this research. I went and looked up the price for that research. Crazy. It's like a queue. Big queues. Big queues for stuff. I think it's like 250 Q for the first level. My lifetime's like just barely over that. So, restore level. Farming now. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to get farming. Equip. Padoop. Max. GG. Yeah, thank you, New Paradise. Good luck. I know you said you were almost in first. Did you get to first? Did you make it back in? What am I looking for? Black hole digester. Equip. Primary. See ya, HBK. Thanks for tuning in and joining in. And I did some research too. I was looking into like doing the raid and raiding into someone else's stream, but I kept seeing 500 and 1,000. It looks like you need 1,000 subs. So once we hit 1,000, we'll be able to dive in and dump into someone else's stream. Have a good one. Yes, thank you. You too, SH. Yeah, you knew what I was looking for. I'm like, what am I doing? And then my this one, shockwave back down, and we'll put range down. Range goes down here because we want the black hole to fully cover that tower. I don't want nothing dying. All right. Ooh, we should rush that. Only 100 gems. That way my next farming will be with this Echo. Let's do it. Boom! Look at that, guys. We rushed something. Let's put on... what was the lab we were talking about? I'm going to do defense, but there was something else. Oh, yeah. Chain lightning amplifier. Why not? Let's throw one of that. Let's throw that on at the moment. Because that would have... the scatter amp. That would have helped a little bit, right? Look, I'm only level 4. Let's get that to like 5, maybe 6 or 7. Guardians, yeah, switch those back out. But yeah, we'll throw that on for now. Let me favorite it too so that we can come back to it. But I definitely won't put defense back in there. But we'll toggle that guy in between other stuff that costs more. Okay. Chain Thunder. Oh yeah, I got to do that too. Darn it. Let me go favorite it while I'm thinking about it. I should probably do Shock Chance a little bit. I know 20, I think, is the recommendation. At least 20. I think they said just at least get 1 or 2 levels in that, so it's something. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm not going to keep you all day. We're not doing anything else. We're going to get to farming, and then I'm going to go get lunch. I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks for following along and chatting and keeping me busy and entertained as well. And I hope you guys had a fun time. Thanks for following along. And Magic Chris, thanks again for the tips at the end and keeping an eye on my stuff. You guys all have a good one. Take it easy.